Hello everyone, welcome to SSC Monk. I welcome all of you to this must-do reasoning questions of SSC CHSL 2025 video. Now understand, I have taken a similar session which was of SSC CGL 2025. Based on that pattern only, we are going to solve today most important questions or must-do questions of SSC CHSL. Okay, so I hope all of you have watched that previous video. Okay, and if you have not watched, you can watch this video along with that video also. Okay, and these videos are very important for your practice for this year's SSC examination, whether it's CGL, whether it's CHSL, whether it is MTS, whether it is any railway examination. Okay, so this series will be helpful for all of you guys. Okay, now without wasting any time, let's start our lecture of must do questions of SSC CHSL 2025. Now we are going to start this lecture with a seating arrangement question. We are going to start this lecture with a seating arrangement question. In this, you can see 8 persons are sitting around a circular table facing opposite to the center. Now understand, it is saying that people are sitting and they are facing opposite to the center. That means they are facing outwards. They are facing in the outwards direction. Facing in the outwards direction. Okay, now if you do not know how I approach these types of problems, I just for your reference, I am going to tell you how to draw the arrangement of 8 people in a circular table. So whenever you have a circular table, you have to draw this type of quadrant. Then you have to draw this line, okay, from the center, and this line from the center. Now, in my previous videos, I have told you the reason why I use this type of structure is because it's very easy. It's become very easy for you to find opposites. You won't be able to make any mistake in finding opposite people. Now, if all of the people are facing opposite to the center, that means they are facing away from the center. That means in the outward directions as compared to the center. Okay. Now, after this, let's read the information one by one. B is sitting second to the left of H. So I'm writing here B second left of H. B is sitting second left of H. A third left of B. A third left of B. And D immediate right of H. D immediate right of H. So we have enough information. We can just start drawing. So B is sitting second left of H. So I'm just mentioning H here. Okay, I can assume H anywhere. It's up to me because at the end of the day, it's a circular table. It's a circular table. So no matter where you start, you can start from anywhere. So H, I am writing here. Now B sits second to the left of H. That means one position you have to leave, and after leaving that position, you have to go towards the left. So that means B is sitting here. And D was sitting immediate right of H. That means D is sitting here. Okay. After this, A is sitting third to the left of B. That means you have to leave two positions. You are leaving this position and this position and towards the left. Okay. So here A would be sitting. Now let's read information which was given after this. Sits fourth left of D. So F is fourth left of D. F is fourth left of D. So you have to leave three positions towards the left of D. So 1, 2, 3. That means F would be placed here. C is immediate neighbor of H and B. C is immediate neighbor of H and B. That means this is the only position which is available. G sits second to the right of H. So G sits second to the right of H. That means you have to leave one position and have to go towards the right of H. That means here you would be finding G. That means only one position is left, and that position is E. That position is E. Now, who are the immediate neighbors of F? You can see immediate neighbors of F are C of R are B and E. They are B and E. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope all of you have understood this question. Let's move on to the next question now. Let's see second question now. Okay. So select the option that is related to the second number in the same way the third number is related to the fourth number and fifth number is related to the sixth number. Now let's see the relation. We have to find the relation between this and this. Obviously, these are very large number. It's first thing that we should observe is that we need to take the difference. So 9935. So 4, 5, and then we would be having 9. So 954. Let's check with this also कि whether this satisfies or not. So 954. So 7756. Yeah, this satisfies. So what we need to do, we just need to subtract 954 from this number so that we could get our answer. So 7309 minus 954, we would be getting 4 5, and we would be getting sorry, this would be 5 at the last. Okay, this is 5 at the last. Then we would be having 12 minus 3 and 6355. Option D is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. So in the following question, select the number which can be placed at the sign of question mark from the given alternative. So 372 586 439. So obviously these are very large number. So you can, one thing you, if you observe here, कि if I multiply 3, 7 and 2, I would be getting 42, and 42 plus 1 is 43. Let's confirm this with the second one. 5 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 6. So 40 multiplied by 6 is 240, and 240 plus 1 is 241. So this is the correct logic here. We need to multiply these numbers. We need to multiply these numbers and add 1. So 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 9 plus 1. That is 12 multiplied by 9. We would be getting 108. 108 plus 1 is 109. Okay. It is 109. So I had to correct these options, but yeah, corrected it. So the correct answer would be 109, option A. Let's see the next question now. Question number 4. Pick the correct options from below. So firstly we have 7.5, then we have 65, then we have 126.5, then 218, then 345.5, and sorry, 345.5. Okay, and then we have to find this. If I want to find the difference between these two, okay, it would lead to approximately zero point 0.5 and then 54, sorry, 57. Huh. So 57.5. Okay. After this, if I'm taking the difference, then I would be getting zero point 0.5, then 1 and 61.5. After this, if I'm taking the difference 0 0.5, then I would be getting 1 and 91.5. Okay. Let me check this one. 0.57, and this should be 81.5, I think. This should be 81.5. Okay. 81.5. After this, the difference would lead to 7 6, and then 2 126.5. If I'm taking one more difference here, so I'm getting 4, then 20, then 45. Okay, so just let me check the difference once again. So zero point 0.5, it would give me 64. Okay, 61.5, 120, and then I would be getting 81.5. Okay, 15 200 18. Okay, so this is correct now. Okay, now what else we can observe here? I think there is a correction here, and that correction is 20. This should be 27.5. This should be 27.5. In this way, the difference would change to, hold on a second, the difference would change to um, 37.5, and from here to here I would be getting, I think, 24. Okay, and this should be 91.5. Okay, this should be 91.5. Hold on a second. Okay, just let me write everything once again. Just let me write everything once again. Okay, I'm just writing everything once again. Let's start from beginning. So the question is 27.5, then I'm having 65, then 126.5, then 218, then I'm having 345.5, and then we need to find this number. From 27.5 to 65, I would be having a difference of 37.5. Then from here to here I would be having a difference of 61.5. From here to here I would be having a difference of 91. Okay. So 91.5, because point 0.5 and then 7. And after this I would be having a difference of point 0.1, point 0.5, and then 245 to 345. So this would be 127. 127. Okay. So yeah, this is the difference. After this, if I'm taking the double difference, I would be getting 24 here, then 30 here, and then 36 here. That means this is at a gap of 6. Again, this is at a gap of 6. The next gap is of 6. That means 42. And if I'm adding 42 to this, I would be getting 169.5. And if I'm adding, I won't be getting any zero, any decimal here. So eliminate option A and option B. Okay, so I'm adding 5 and then 1 would carry. So at the last I would be getting 5. So 515 is the correct answer for this question. 515 is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. Question number 5. How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? Let's understand. So quadrilateral, we have to find the total number of quadrilateral. So I can say that this is the first quadrilateral. This is the first quadrilateral. Then I can say, then I'm saying that this quadrilateral, I can say this is the second quadrilateral, and the third one is the complete quadrilateral. The third one is the complete quadrilateral of this half. This green one is the third quadrilateral. Similarly, three quadrilaterals would be there here also. Three quadrilaterals that were formed here would be same here, because similar type of image, similar type of mirror image. And after three, that means I am saying that three quadrilaterals in this half, three quadrilaterals in this half, and I am having one full quadrilateral which I will just show you. I am talking about this one. So this is also a quadrilateral. This is also a quadrilateral. So there are total of 7 quadrilaterals present. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. In a certain coding system, find, observe a new arena. So I'm writing here, find, observe, new arena. I'm writing it line by line. Okay. Is coded as FGK, RST, MOP, TNU, TMU, sorry. After this situation, new find matters. Situation, new find matters. It is coded as STK, RST, PNV, FGK. In the third line, it is given observe, clear, new, matters. And this is coded as RTD, PNV, MOP, RST. So three lines are given to us, and we need to find how arena, observe, matters, clear are coded. Okay. Now, firstly, how will we start? We will start by finding some common. So you can see in this, in the first and the second line, new is common. In the first and the second line, new is common and find is common. So new is common and find is common. So I am saying that new slash find. I can I can just take out the codes. So it can be either FGK, it can be either FGK, because both of these are common here, and it can be RST. It can be RST. These are also common. After this, if I'm just changing the color, okay, so matters, so I can say matters is here also, matters is here also. Also new is common, so I can just find the code of new from this. So I can say new RST is also present here. So that means new is RST, new is RST. That means find is FGK, find is FGK. That means the matters would be one more code is common, that is PNV. So matters would be coded as PNV. Matters would be coded as PNV. Okay. After this, okay. Hold on a second. After this, We can also see observe is common in the first and the third line. Observe is also common in the first and the third line. So if I'm saying observe is common, that means MOP is common. MOP is common. Okay. Now we can find the codes of the remaining letters. So I am saying that arena is coded as TMU. TMU. Okay. So first line is done. Then situation is coded as STK. Situation is coded as STK. Then clear is coded as RTD. Clear is coded as RTD. And yeah, all of the codes are done. All of the codes are done. I have explained everything so that you can just understand how to solve the questions uh, of this Chinese coding. Okay. Now arena observe matters clear. What is arena? Arena is TMU. Observe is MOP. Matters is PNV. And clear is RTD. So FGK here is eliminated. FGK here eliminated. MOP, PNV, RTD, TMU. This is the correct answer. Option C is the right answer for this question. I hope that along with the question, the approach of solving this question is also clear to you, because approach is the thing that you might need while solving this question. I am not saying that this question could be done in like 10-15 seconds. No, this type of questions they take time, because if understand, if only one word code is asked, if only one word code is asked, like it was used to be asked by SSC in 2024, 2023, in these types of questions, only one word was given to you which was asked. So in that case, the code, the method of finding code would have been much easier. You could have used option elimination. You could have just taken from some line, so you could have gotten the code very easily. But in this, three lines are given to you, and you have to find the code of four words. That's not very simple task. Okay, so for that matter, you need to solve complete thing so that you can get the answer. But I hope the approach of solving this question is clear to all of you. And I also am assuming that if similar type of question is asked to you in the future, you would definitely would be able to attempt that question, or even solve that question in less amount of time. Okay, so question 6 is now done. Let's move on to question number 7. Pointing to a man, a woman said, his brother's father is the only son of my grandmother. So his, what does his refers to? His refers to this man. So the woman is saying his brother's father is the only son of my grandmother. So that means this man's brother. So man is having a brother. Man is having a brother, and this brother is having a father. This brother is having a father. So man's brother's father is the only son. Is the only son. Okay, is the only son of my grandmother. Is the only son of my grandmother. Okay, is the only son of my grandmother. So this is the grandmother. Okay, and this is the only son. So understood. Man's brother. Okay, man's man's brother's father. Man's brother's father is the only son of my grandmother. How is women related to that man? And my means, my grandmother means this is woman. This is woman. So how is this woman related to this man? She is her sister. She is her. She is his sister. Okay. I hope question number 7 is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. During Navratri, Priya arranges 30 diyas in a row. A golden diya is 8th from the left and silver diya is 10th from the right. How many diyas are between them? Now, if you understand, if you know that for a particular person or a particular thing, for a particular person or a particular thing, you can use this formula, that is the total number of, I can say total number of diyas. Okay, total number of diyas, and I can consider position of anything, golden diya or silver diya. So I can say position of golden diya from left and plus position of same golden diya, of same golden diya from right end minus 1. So this is the formula you can use, or if you want you can also replace this golden with silver diya. You can use any one of this, you can use any one of this. You in these types of questions it is not required for you to use both of these, you can use any one of this. Now I am considering golden diya, so how many total diyas were given? 30. What is the position of golden diya from the left end? It is 8. I can just assume it to be r. I am assuming the position from the right end to be r. This is minus 1. So this would give you 23. The value of r would be 23. That means golden diya is 23rd from the right end. Golden diya 23rd from right end. 23rd from right end. If golden diya is 23rd from right end, understand, silver diya is 10th from the right end. Silver diya, this is silver diya, and this is 10th from the right end. And there are some diyas in between, and this is golden diya, and this is 23rd from the right end. Now how many diyas are in between? How many diyas are in between? So you can say if I'm saying this is 10th and this is 23rd, that means 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I can say 12 diyas are in between. 12 diyas are in between. So option D is the correct answer. But is there a shortcut to find the number of diya between two positions? So yeah, there is a shortcut. You can see 23, you can subtract 10, and you can subtract 1 here. So you would be getting the answer as 13 minus 1, that is 12. So you can use this shortcut. If you wanted, you can start it, could have started from the silver diya. So 30 is equals to 10 plus left minus 1. So in that case you would have gotten the position of silver diya from the left end. After this you have to make this short diagram, and then you could have easily found the answer of this question. Okay, a very good question, and not a very new question, but similar type of question have been asked in the SSC examinations. But yeah, students again make a lot of mistake in similar type of questions. But I hope after this explanation you won't be facing any sort of trouble. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 9. If January 1 2024, January 1 2024 was Monday, what day of the week would be January 1 2025? This is a question of calendar. Now you know that for 1 or 2 years questions related to calendar in the SSC examination were very few. Okay, but yes, in 2025 some questions have been seen, and there might be a chance that 1 or 2 questions, if they are asked in the examination, they might be in your shift as well. Okay, so it's your duty, and it's my duty as a teacher to teach you everything, though I also taught these things last year also. Okay, and I will be teaching you in this question also. Now understand, January 1 2024 was Monday, and we need to find what day of the week would be January 1 2025. Now understand, this is exactly 1 year, this is exactly 1 year, this is exactly 1 year. Now one more thing I want to ask you, whether 2024 is a leap year or not. Yes, so 2024 is a leap year. Okay, now one thing, key, in an ordinary year there are 365 days. In an ordinary year there are 365 days. Now if you divide 365 by 7, you would be getting 52 multiplied by 7 plus 1. Okay, that means you would be getting one odd day. You would be getting one odd day in an ordinary year. Okay, that means this is an odd day, this is the leftover day which you got. Okay, so this is an odd day. Okay, if I'm asking you कि January 1 2025 was Monday, and if I'm asking you the day of the week on January 1 2026, so this is exactly 1 year. This is exactly 1 year. That means in this, just you need to just add one in it. You just need to add one in it. That means January 1 2026 would become a Tuesday. Okay, so this odd day would be added in the next one. But if I'm talking about a leap year, if I'm talking about a leap year is having 366 days. That means 52 multiplied by 7 plus a 2. That means you are having two odd days now, and this is the case of this question. That means you need to add 2 in this, you need to add 2 in this, then you would be getting the answer as Wednesday. You would be getting the answer as Wednesday. I hope this question is clear to all of you, and if similar type of question is asked from the calendar chapter, you would be easily able to identify the pattern and give the answer in very less amount of time. Okay, so question number 9 is done. Let's move on to question number 10. By interchanging the given two numbers, not digits, which of the following equation will not be correct? So that means you need to interchange 3 and 7. So I am solving with the first one. Okay, hold on a second. I need to change the options of this question. Okay, so yes, changes have been made. Okay, so I have to interchange 3 and 7. So I'm starting with the first equation. So 3 and 7 should be interchanged. So 3 multiplied by 9 plus 7 minus 8 divided by 2. So it would give us 27 plus 7 minus 4. That means 34 minus 4, it would give us 30. Okay, so first one is correct. First equation is correct. We need to find which equation will not be correct. So you can eliminate option A and option C. Okay, now let's see second one. 2 multiplied by 7 plus 3 minus 4 divided by 1. So 14 plus 3 minus 4, that is 17 minus 4 is equals to 13. This equation is also correct. That means this is eliminated. Option D is the right answer for this question because both of these equations are correct. Okay, so both of these equations are correct. That means the answer would be neither one nor two follow. Okay, let's see the next question. Read the following statement carefully and identify the inference that follows. A study shows that people who regularly eat breakfast tend to have lower rate of obesity and other health problems. Inference. Skipping breakfast. Okay. Skipping breakfast causes obesity and other health problems. Eating breakfast can regularly prevent obesity and other health problems. People who are obese should stop eating breakfast. Now, which inference is correct? Okay, so in the statement, it was given that if you are eating breakfast, okay, so if you are eating breakfast, so the risk of obesity, okay, hold on a second. Yeah. So if you are eating breakfast regularly, that means obesity risk would be lesser. Okay, obesity risk would be lesser, and the risk of other health disease, other health problem would also be lower. Other health problem would also be lower. Now understand, skipping breakfast causes obesity and other health problem. No, this is incorrect. Why? Because in the statement it was already mentioned that who are eating regularly, who are eating breakfast regularly, they have lower health problems. Second one, eating breakfast regularly can prevent obesity and other health problem. Yes, this is possible. This is given. So only one follows. Incorrect. Okay, and both 1 and 2 also incorrect. People who are obese should stop eating breakfast. This was not given in the statement. That is why only second one follows. Both 2 and 3 does not follow. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question now. You are a judge and the accused is proven guilty, but also mentally unstable. What's the appropriate verdict? Maximum sentence? No, it is incorrect. It is not logical because he is mentally unstable. He is suffering from something. Immediate release? No, because he is proven guilty. You can't immediately release him. Refer to psychiatric evaluation before sentencing. Yes, this is the correct verdict, because whenever a judge discovers he has some mental issue, some psychiatric issue, so there is some evaluation. Ignore mental state? No, you can't ignore mental state. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 13. Which option figure would complete the pattern? Okay, which option figure would complete the pattern? Firstly, you need two circles here, so you would be needing two circles here. I would be just using different color. So you need two circles here. That means one circle would be like this and the other circle would be like this. Okay, and you can eliminate option D because two circles are missing, so eliminate option D. After this, this line, if you observe from all of the corners, you are seeing this line to the this horizontal line till this line. So you can see this type of structure everywhere. You can see this type of structure everywhere. So that means here you would be seeing this type of structure, and after this one more line present here. So that means this is eliminated, this is eliminated. Okay, and after this, okay, after this we have option A and option D remaining. We have option A and option D remaining. Now in this case you can see this is going towards the end, this is going towards the end. Okay, huh. So what is the difference between option A and option C? What is the difference between option A and option C? Hold on a second. Hmm. So you can see option A is the correct answer. Why option A is the correct answer? Because this line is from this corner. But here you can see this line is from this point. This is not the corner. This is not from corner. This is not from corner. So that is why option C is eliminated and option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. Okay, so this is the question of coded inequality. This is the question of coded inequality. This is the question of coded inequality. Okay, now let's see question number 14. Okay, so 14, question number 14 is basically a question of coded inequality, as I told you. Okay, now we are coded with the symbol. That means we can see that copyright symbol is for greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Dollar means smaller than or equals to. Then we have a percentage sign which represents neither smaller nor greater. If it is neither smaller nor greater, that means it is equal sign. Then we have star. Star means greater sign. Star means greater sign, and at the rate means smaller sign or lesser than. Okay, now we are given with the statements. We are given with three statements. We are given with W dollar N. Okay, now W dollar and W is dollar is represented by less than equals to. So I would have to write it as W less than equals to N. Then I am having N percentage B. N percentage B. That means N is equals to B. N is equals to B. Then we have B star F. That means B star F. That means B is greater than F. Now now as I have taught you in my lectures how to solve multiple statement inequality, how to solve multiple statement inequality by combining the combining common element, by combining common element. That's how we solve multiple statements inequality. So you have to find a common element. You can see in the first and the second statement N is common. So from the first and the second statement I can write it as W less than equals to N, and N is equals to B. After that B star F, that means B is greater than F. So this is the combined statement. This is the combined statement. This is the combined statement. Now after we got a combined statement, we are given with two conclusions. We are given with two conclusions. The first conclusion says B percentage W. Now B percentage W means B is equals to W, and the second statement is saying B star W. That means B is greater than W. Now understand, you can see that from here I have already taught you in my lectures. If it if you are having less than equals and greater, what would be given the priority? Less than equals would be given priority. That means W is less than equals to B. If W is less than equals to B, that means I can also write it as that B is greater than equals to W. If W is less than equals to B, then I can also write it as B is greater than equals to W. If B is greater than equals to W, that means there are two possibilities where either B can be greater than W or B is equals to W, but we can't say for sure. So the first conclusion is saying B is equals to W, which would be totally incorrect. B is equals to W is totally incorrect. Why B is equals to W is totally incorrect? Because we need B greater than equals to W. When it is already given B is greater than equals to W, so you can't say that B is equals to W. Similarly, you can't say that B is greater than W because B is greater than equals to W. B is not greater than W. So that is why both of these conclusions are incorrect. That means I can eliminate option A and I can eliminate option B. Now there are two chances, whether option C would be correct or option D would be correct. Okay, whether option C would be correct, whether option D would be correct. Now you need to understand in the question of in the question of inequality, when you are having common elements, that is you are having B and W in both of these conclusions, and it is following a particular order, that means you can see that the direction is same, then I can say the correct answer is either or. The correct answer is either or, because either B would be greater than W or B would be equal to W, but individually these conclusions are incorrect. If I would have asked you the question, and in the second conclusion if I would have given you B less than W, suppose the first conclusion is intact, but in second conclusion I'm asking you B less than W, then both of these conclusions would be incorrect. It would not be logical, because you know that B is greater than equals to W. But if I'm asking you B less than W, then the question does not even arise, because at bare minimum B is equals to W. At bare minimum B is equals to W. B won't be less than W. It would never be the case. So that is why it is definitely incorrect. And if it is definitely incorrect, that means the answer would for that question would have been neither nor. Understood what I'm trying to tell you? Okay. If it is clear, that means your question number 14 is done now. Let's move on to the next question, question number 15. Now we have a question of syllogism. The question says that all super is big. So I'm drawing a circle. Okay, I'm naming this circle as super. Okay. Now all super are big. All super are big. All super are big. And all big are bold. All big are bold. So all big are bold. Now some super are tall. That means if some super are tall, that means there is some tall which is intersecting with some super. That means this is tall. Now if tall is intersecting with super and all super is big, all big is bold, that means all super would be bold also. All super is bold as well. All super is bold as well. If all super is bold, because you know that all super is big, all big is bold, that means all super would become bold. And if some tall is super, if some tall is super, if some tall is super, then that means some tall would be big, some tall would be big, because you know that all super is big if some tall is big, because you can see this area is common, this area of tall is common with super, this area of tall is common with big also, and similarly this area is also common with bold also. So I can say that some tall is bold as well, some tall is bold as well. Now let's see the conclusion. Some tall is big, yes, it is totally correct. Some bold is tall, totally correct. All super is bold, yes, this is also correct. All of these conclusions are correct. That is why option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope I have clearly explained what is going on in this question. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, now 10 is related to 729, and in the same way 7 is related to, we have to find that number. Now understand 729, it is basically 9 cube, and 9 I can say it as 10 minus 1. So basically we are having, if we name this as number, if we just write it as n. So what is the logic? The logic is n minus 1 whole cube. Similarly in this case I would say that the value of n is 7, and if I'm using the similar logic of n minus 1 cube, that means I have to write 7 minus 1 cube. 7 minus 1 cube, that means 6 cube. I would be getting the answer as 216. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's move on to the next question. W started walking straight from her office to go her home. During her journey, she turned 7 times right and 6 times left. She is finally walking towards the north to reach her home. In which direction she starts walking? Now understand. She is started walking from her office to go her home. Now understand. She is going, okay, 7 times right. Okay, so I'm just writing 7 times right, and she is also going 6 times left. She's also going 6 times left. Okay, now understand. in all of, in every question which is having a similar logic of turnings, like that means of turns. Okay, turns means left or right turn, left or right turn. I told you in the chapter of direction, left and right turn generally means 90-degree turn. Okay, now if there are turns or there are direction, direction means clockwise or anti-clockwise. Suppose 45-degree clockwise, 180-degree anti-clockwise, some things like that. In both of these types of questions, always find the net, always find the net. That means if you are having left right, then you have to find the mod of left minus right, and vice versa, that means right minus left. Similarly, mod of clockwise minus anti-clockwise, mod of clockwise minus anti-clockwise, because after calculating this you would be getting the net direction. Let me tell you, you are having 7 times right, then 6 times left. What is the net direction? Net direction would be 1, because 7 minus 6 is 1. But one turn would be where, right or left? It would be right, whichever is more, whichever is more. So if the net direction is left, that means left is greater than right. If the net direction, net turn is right, that means right turns are more than left turns. Similarly, if net is clockwise, that means clockwise is greater than anti-clockwise, clockwise is greater than anti-clockwise. If it net direction is anti-clockwise, that means anti-clockwise is greater than clockwise. So in this question, the net direction is one turn right, one turn right. That means the final direction was north. Final direction was north, and before turning to north, she turned one turn right. When would a person turn right and go in the north? When is he is or she is going in the west direction. Then if he turns right, then the person is going in the north direction. Correct? That means in which direction she started walking? She started walking in the west direction. She started walking in the west direction. Did you got my point? Understand, here initial direction is not given, here the final direction is given, here the final direction is given. Okay. Okay, so final direction is given to you. Just a second. So final direction is given to you, that means if final direction is given to you and if you find the net turn, that means before after the net turn the final direction should be north. So you just have to find the previous direction before turning to right. Okay, so the direction moving initially would be west. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, let's now see the next question, question number 18. Now 25% hit or hop, some pop or hit, some pop or rock. Now understand, whenever the number is given to you 25%, or if I am saying 25%, whether it is 50% doesn't matter, or I can say 49%, 30%, all of these are considered to be sum. All of these are considered to be sum. Okay, all of these are considered to be sum until unless there is also one exception which I won't be teaching because it might take some time. There is also one exception, I will tell you later. But understand, these are considered as sum. 100% is considered as all, 0% is considered as no. Okay, now 25% hitter of, that means some hit or hop, some hit or hop, some hit or hop. Now some pop are hit, some pop are hit, some pop are hit. So this is pop, and some pop are rock, some pop are rock. Okay, some pop are rock. Conclusions: some hop are rock, some hop are rock. Now understand, hop is present here, rock is present here. Do you know a definite conclusion? Do you know a definite relationship possible between hop and rock? No, you don't know you don't know a definite relation between hop and rock. That is why conclusion 1 is incorrect. Second one, no hit or rock, no hit or rock. Hit is present here and rock is present here. Again, there is no direct relation between hit and rock. That is why conclusion 2 is also incorrect. So that is why the correct answer would be option D. That means neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 follows. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 19. Okay. In the figure given below, the square represents switches. So this square is basically representing switches. The triangle represents tube light. The triangle represents tube lights, and the circle represent bulb. The circle represent bulbs. Okay, which of the following statement is not correct? Number of switches which are tube lights. So we need to find the number of switches and tube lights. Switches plus tube light. But there is no other exception that this should not be there. We need switches plus tube light, but no other exception. So switches plus tube light. So you can see that 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4, because these are switches. Switches means which are inside the square, and these are tube lights as well. 1 and 4 are tube lights as well. You can't consider 3 because it would become tube lights but plus bulb. You need switches plus tube light, that means 1 plus 4 is equals to 5. There is no exception. If you would have given you no bulbs, if he would have given you only switches and tube lights, if he would have asked you the number of only switches and tube lights, then the answer would have been 1, then the answer would have been 1. But he has not given you such a limitation, that is why the answer is 5. So the first statement is correct, that is option 1 or option A would be eliminated and option C would be eliminated. Because this is already correct, you need to find which statement is not correct. Now what is the total number of bulb? Total number of bulb. How will you find the total number of bulb? What was bulb? Bulb is basically the circle. So you need to sum everything within the circle, because you need to find total number. So sum everything or every number within the circle. So the answer would be 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2. So 12 plus 5, it would be 17. So yes, this is incorrect. That means this is not correct. The correct answer should be 17, not 19. So that is why only 2 is incorrect. Only 2 is incorrect. Option D would be eliminated. Okay. I hope this question number 19 is clear to all of you, and a lot of students made mistakes in this question while appearing in the examination because they didn't read this not correct. Okay, so make sure you read everything very very carefully, because such simple questions might also lead to negative marks. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 20. Okay, let's see this question. We have to find which is the odd one out. We have to find which is the odd one out. We have iOS, we have Baidu, we have Bing, and we have DuckGo. Which is the correct answer? iOS. Why? Because this is an operating software. This is an operating software. So similar to Android, similar to Windows, this is an operating software. But all of the remaining are search engines. All of the remaining are search engines. Similar to the Google Chrome. Okay. All of these are your search engines. But iOS is not a search engine, it is an operating software. Let's see the next question. So this is a question which is related to analogy, not analogy but odd one out. Okay, let's see. M is becoming W, that means M is 13 and W is 23. R is 18 and B is 2. Okay, let's see. 13 is becoming 18 by, I can say, addition of 5. 23 is becoming 2. I already told you that you can also write this 2 as 28. So that means 26 plus 2, because A and B 2, you have to go 2 positions ahead. After 26 you have to go 2 positions ahead. So you can also write it as 28. That means this is also plus 5. This is also plus 5. Now this 1032 is becoming 7 to 1. I can say there is something subtracted. That means I can say 1, 1 and 3. That means 311 is subtracted. Now we have to see whether similar logic is followed in option B. Okay, and if it is followed, then this logic is consistent. If it is followed, that means this logic is consistent. If it is not being followed, then we will check option C. Now after checking option C, at least one logic would be matched. After checking option C, at least one logic would be matched. Then we would be able to figure out which is the odd one out. Let's see. And R, that means 14 and 18, 19 and 23. Now 14 is becoming 19 by an addition of plus 5. 18 is becoming 23 by addition of plus 5. Let's take the difference of 1176 minus 865. We are having 1 1 and then we are having 3. So yes, this logic is consistent. That means in the alphabets we are adding 5, in the numbers we are subtracting 311. Let's check option C. When we have to check option C, then we can tell which is the correct one, because after checking option C, we would be able to find that whether option C is following the same logic. If it is following the same logic, then no need to check, then option D would automatically be your odd one out. Or the second case, in option C there is some signs that this logic is not being followed, then that in that case option C would become your odd one out. Okay, let's check. This is 16 and this is 21. This is 20 and this is 25. Now 16 is becoming 21 by addition of 5, 20 is becoming 25 by addition of 5. So alphabet logic is being followed. 1284 minus 973, this would become 311. That means all of these are following the same logic, but this is not following the same logic. This would become the odd one out. Let's check, but still let's check. H, and this is 1302. There is no other number present here. There is no other number which is present, which is no other letter which is present here. That is why this option D is the odd one out. Let's see the next question now. Identify the term which does not follow the pattern. Again, question of odd one out. We have DDC. Okay, I can DDC 443. We have FFE, that means 665. We have 887. We have 11 11 9. You can see the starting numbers are same, starting letters are same. That means the first and the second letter same. First and second letter same. Third letter, third letter is first or second minus 1, first or second minus 1. This is the logic. So you can see C is D minus 1, E is F minus 1, G is H minus 1, but here it should have been KKJ. Here should have been KKJ. Option D is the odd one out. Let's see the next one. This is a question of analogy. We are given with PN112, PN112. This is becoming G1392, 1392. Give me a second, I have to check this. Is it complete or not? In the same way, FB84 is becoming UY294. Okay. In the same logic, we have to find AR56 is related to which number. Okay. Now, hold on a second. Okay. Now, PN. P is 16, N is 14. This is 7. We have to see whether this number is here or not. Okay. And this is 6, this is 2, this is 21, and this is 25. So, mm, if you see 16 is becoming 7, I can say 16 is becoming 7 by subtraction of 9. If I'm writing 6 as 26 plus 6, that means 32. Then in that case I am subtracting 11. Okay, in that case I am subtracting 11. So there is some issue in this question. So what we will do, we will make one very minor change. I think it happened in examination like that only. So this one would become I. This one would become I. Now I is 9. Now from here to here, if you see, you will notice a pattern of -7. Here, from here to here, you will notice a pattern of -7. Now this was 32. 32 minus 7 is 25. And 2, I can also write it as 28. 28 minus 21 is -7. So from first letter, you are getting the last letter. Okay, from first letter, you are getting the last letter. This is 27. This is 18. So 27 minus 18 would become T, and 18 minus 7 would become 11, that means K. So we are having KT. Option C and option D eliminated. Now what about numbers? So 112, if you take 3.5 times, you would be getting 392. Similarly, 84, if you are taking 3.5 times, you are getting 294. Similarly, if you take 3.5 times of 56, you would be getting 196. So KT 196 is the correct answer for this question. Option B is right and option A is the wrong option. Okay, let's see the next one. Assuming that the data given in the statements are definitely true, which of the following conclusions can be logically deducted? Statement: students who complete the summer program receive priority registration. David received priority registration. What we can we infer about David? So basically, whoever student have completed the summer program, they would get priority registration. David got priority registration. Why? Because he completed the summer program. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. You have to yes, select the option that represents the correct order of the given words as they would appear in an English dictionary. As they would appear in an English dictionary. Now you are having galaxy, garden, garage, general, gentle, golden. Now understand. You have to select in dictionary order. That means all of this have first letter same, that is G. After this you have to see A. Why? You have to see A because in option 4, 5 and 6, in option 4, 5 and 6, or they are having E and O. That means 6 would be at the last. Always 6 would be at the last because it is having GO. Eliminate option C and option D. Now just to check in A and B. Okay, in A and B, see, in both of these options, you have first common. That means you just have to compare the second and the third. That means garden and garage. So gar common. After this you are having D. After this you are having A. That means garage would come first. That means 3 would come first. Option A is the correct answer. Option B is not the correct answer. Okay, let's see the next one. This is a question of missing number series. A is becoming Z, that means minus 1. Z is becoming Y, minus 1. Y is becoming X, that means minus 1. X is becoming U, that means 24 is becoming 21, minus 3. U is becoming 18, that means this is 4. Sorry, R is 18, minus 3. This is becoming O, this is O actually, that means minus 3. This is 15. Now from here, x minus 1 you would be getting W, and O minus 3, O minus 3, that means 15 minus 3 you would be getting L. So WL. Eliminate option A, C and D. This is the correct answer. Let's see the logic for numbers. You have 390, you have 350, you are having 310, you are having 270. You need to find the next one. This would become minus 40, minus 40, minus 40. The next number would be minus 40, that means 230. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. A word has been given in the question. This word cannot be formed by using the letters of the word given in one of the alternatives. Only select that alternative. You have to check whether fine. See, there is a word which is given to you. This word that is given to you is finest. This word cannot be formed by the given alternatives. Now understand. Can finest be formed from infest? Yes. Can finest be formed from this? No. Why? Because there is a y present here. There is a y present here. This can be formed. Even this can be formed. There is an extra c here. And e was missing here. E was missing. Here all of these are given. Okay. There is an extra c but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see the next one. Question number 28. Now understand, 31 star 29, this is 4495. 11 star 53, it is 2915. Now you have to see what is the logic. You have to understand what is this star denoting. Now let's simply say 11 multiplied by 53. Just let's simply say 11 multiplied by 53. Okay, so 11 multiplied by 53, I would be getting 583. If we are multiplying by 5, suppose if we are multiplying by 5, 15, 41 and 2915. Okay, what I simply did, I I said that these numbers are very big numbers. These numbers are very big numbers. So these numbers are only possible either you are multiplying some big numbers, or if you are taking some square or cube of some number. Now all of the four numbers, that means this number, this number, this number, and this number, all of these were prime numbers. All of these were prime numbers. So I just multiplied 11 and 53 because this is a multiple of 5 and both of these are multiple of 5. Both are multiple of 5. That's the thing I noticed. Both multiple of 5. So simply if I multiplying 31 and 29, I would be getting 279 and 62, 899. 899 multiplied by 5, you will get 5 and 9 and 44. So 4495 you are getting. So simply what you have to do, what is the logic for star? Multiply the numbers and multiply by 5 and multiply by 5. That means the correct answer for this question would become 19 multiplied by 44 multiplied by 5. That means whatever you are getting, it should be an multiple of 4 and 5. That means it should be a multiple of 20 at least. It should be a multiple of 20 at least. Option D is the correct answer. Why? Because it is a multiple of 4, because you are having 44 here. That means it should be divisible by 4. It should be divisible by 5. This was not divisible by 4, this was not divisible by 4, this was not divisible by 4. So you understand, this is a question which is more related to mathematics, not just reasoning. So your mathematics skills are being tested in this chapter. Okay, your mathematics skills are being tested in this chapter. I have already told you this thing in the chapter of mathematical operation. Okay, let's see question number 29. Now, question number 29. Okay. Each item describes a situation and is followed by four possible responses. Indicate the response you find most appropriate. Choose only one response for each item. The responses will be evaluated based on the level of appropriateness for the given situation. Now, Shruti runs a successful online business. She's been offered a partnership by a bigger company that wants to acquire 60% of her brand. Okay, so basically, Shruti is running a business, and now another brand has approached her, and it is a big company, and they are asking 60% of Shruti's company. So they want to acquire 60% of Shruti's brand. While the financial gains are high, because if they are acquiring some part of your business, then that means they have to pay that much money, they have to pay that much money according to the valuation. So the while the financial gains are high, because she will receive money for the shares that she would be selling to that company. But what would happen instead? What would happen? She would Her control over her brand would reduce. Her control over the brand would reduce. Why? Because previously she used to own, suppose, 100%. Now she is going to own only 40%, because she has already sold 60%. So she would lose a major control. You always know that in terms of a company, if your company is having 100% shares, and in 100% of shares, if a company is acquiring 50%, so that means it is an equal partnership, 50-50. But suppose a company is now having 60-40, that means 60% would be having more power, more control. That means they are now in charge because they have majority control. That means greater than 49 seems to have suppose minimum, bare minimum for control, you should need a bare minimum of 51%. Anything greater than 51%, you are owning the company, you are having the more control. So she would lose major control over the decision making, of course. Why? Because she is now just having 40%. Her brand is built on personal touch and customer trust. What is the best course of action? Accept immediately for financial decision. Accept immediately for financial gain? No. Why is this rejected? Because these are immediate actions. In the terms of company, in terms of financial, in terms of business, immediate actions are never taken. Decline outright? No. No, she should not decline outright. Why? Because she also wants money. Also, she also wants money. Negotiate for a smaller stake and partial control? Yes. Close her business and look for a new venture? Totally incorrect, totally inappropriate, does not does not explain the condition. Okay, so she should negotiate for a smaller stake, that means approximately 49%, not greater than 49%, but yeah, if also greater than 49, then she should ask for control, some control, so that because she has already built her brand, she has already built her brand, she know all the basics and everything. Okay, and she knows the customer, she know the customer trust her also. So that is why she should request for, she should negotiate for smaller stake and some partial control over the company. I hope question number 29 is clear to all of you. Let's move to question number 30. A paper is folded and punched as shown below in the question figure. From the given figure, indicate how will it appear when it folded. Now understand how it is being folded. So firstly, this is being this part is being divided into half. So now that means only this much part would remain. After this part, this is now folded in this part. That is only this much part would be remaining. That means when you are going to unfold it, that means firstly you have to unfold like this. That means whatever you are having here, the mirror image of that this part of the right part would appear on the left part. Mirror image. Okay, so this part is having mirror image, mirror image of left part. After you have unfolded this much, then you would be unfolding like this. So you have to take the mirror image of this top part in the bottom part. Mirror image of top part into bottom part. Simple. Okay, now understand, you were having two squares here. You were having two squares here. I am using a different color. If you are having two squares here, that means two squares would appear here and here. That means two square would be here, appear here and here. Two squares would appear here and here. Why I have told you two squares would appear like this? Because square is sort of a symmetrical figure. So if you are having this, square would appear exactly like this, exactly like this. So two squares here, two squares here, two squares here, two squares here. Let's now eliminate option. You can eliminate option C. Why? Because it is having four squares. It is having four squares, but you needed eight squares. Got my point? Now understand. Okay, now understand. Now the main thing is this part. This part is the main thing now. You need four of these. All of these figures are having four of these. Yes. Okay. Now understand what is given to you in this. You can see this sort of figure is given. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. And now I'm having this, similarly this. So this sort of figure is given to you. Okay, now when you are taking the mirror image, when you are taking the mirror image, complete reverse of this image would be getting somehow like this. Okay, so you can eliminate option D. Why? Because this is exact same image, this and this, they both are same, they both are same. After you have got, you need the mirror image of this part and this part. That means this would be inverted, this would now be inverted into these boxes. This would be now inverted. Okay, let me show you. So this much, this part would be inverted. Now check option A and C. Do you see anything different here? Do you see anything different here? mm, no, we don't see, because actually they both are same. Actually both A and C options are same. Maybe there is a mistake that I have done while copy pasting the images here. Okay, so yeah, no problem, both are correct. Basically both of these are correct. I don't think anything is different, both are correct. There my it's, I think, my mistake when I copied the figure, because I have just not pasted any one figure. Okay, so no problem, let's see the next one. Now, 6% A, B, C, D, E, and F are sitting in a row facing north. So this is a question of seating arrangement. This is a question of seating arrangement. E is to the immediate left of B. So I have, whenever I have solved the questions of seating arrangement and everything. Okay. When I have solved the questions of seating arrangement, I have already told you write information in smaller part. So E is immediately left of B. That means they are all facing north. Understand? These are all facing north. And I have told you how to solve this type of question. You have to draw this type of lines. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this represents, so you basically you have drawn 6 things, and this arrow represents they are all are facing north. Similarly, if you want, you can draw like this also. You can draw like this also, that is below the line. Why I am drawing below the line? So that I can take two cases. I can take or develop two cases without 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 drawing different diagram. So generally I solve like this, because if there are multiple cases being formed, then it would become much easier. Now E is sitting immediate left of B. Why I wrote like this? Why I wrote like this? Because they would appear together. They would appear together. So that means you can just write E and B together, because they would appear in the diagram together. C is immediate neighbor of E and A. C is immediate neighbor of E and A. Now understand. If C is immediate neighbor of E and A, but E was already immediate left of B, that means it would be like C E B. Why C E B? Because C is an immediate neighbor of E and E is immediate left of B. But A would appear here. A would appear here. You can't. This is the correct. But you can't write like this. Why? Because you need B to be immediate right of E. You need B to be immediate right of E. That is why. Okay, so this is the correct one. Now, some person are to the right of F. That means F is not rightmost. What does this line mean? Some persons are to the right of F. What does this line means? That F is not rightmost. F is not rightmost. F is not rightmost. And D is not at any end. D is not at any end. Now understand what we can do. In the first case, I can draw like this: A, C, E, and B. Okay. In the second case, I can draw like this: A, C, E, B. There is one more case. I'm just writing below here: A, C, E, and B. I'm just writing like this. Now understand, D is not at any end. That means in this case, D would be present here and F would be present here, because D is not at any end. Okay. In the second case, understand, this is the first case, this is the second case, and this is the third case. In the second case, D could be placed here or F could be placed here. D could be placed here, F could be placed here. This case would become wrong. Case is invalid. Case is invalid. Why case is invalid? Because D is at end. D is at end. It doesn't matter which end it is. D is at the end, whether it is the leftmost end or whether the rightmost end. In this case, I would be writing D here because D is not at any end, and F would be present here. F would be present here. Okay. In the first case, now we have two cases left, first and the third. First case would again become invalid. First case would again become invalid. Why first case is invalid? Because no person right of F. No person is right of F. That is why first case is incorrect, second case is incorrect, third case is correct. You can see there are four people to the right of F. Sorry, five people to the right of F. Five people right of F. Sorry, there are five people towards the right of F. That is why this is valid. Now who sits at the left end of the row? You can see F is the person who is sitting at the left end of the row. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope question number 31 is clear to all of you. Now we need to do question number 32. Okay, how many triangles are there in this given figure? How many triangles are there in this given figure? Now understand, with this type of stem, okay, with this type of figure, you can see that there are total of three triangles which are presented. I have always told you that if you are having this type of figure, in this is one triangle. But if you are dividing this figure by through by you are dividing this figure into two parts, then you have to number this as 1, you have to number this as 2, and the sum would be 1 plus 2, that is 3. So there are total of three triangles. So you can see this triangle, and this complete triangle. Similarly, if you are dividing into two parts, if you are dividing into two parts, so then that means you have to number like this: 1, 2, and 3. Then what would be the sum? 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6 triangles are possible from this type of triangle. So understand, three triangles are these triangles. Let me change the color. Okay, so these are three triangles. After this, this would be the next triangle. This is the fourth triangle. Okay, then this is the, okay, let it leave. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, so I'm saying that this is the one triangle. Okay, this is the one triangle. Now why I left the left and the right figure? The reason is very very simple, because we can also form this type of stem in this figure. We can also form this type of stem in this figure. So that means with the help of this base, we can form three triangles here, and similarly we can form three triangles here as well. Okay, so as of now, how many triangles are, we calculated? 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 9 plus 1, 10. Is one more triangle possible anyway? Is anyway one more triangle possible? Let's check. Okay, let's check. We have to check. Okay. Mm, so with this, if you're taking this one, so you can't form any other triangle. You can't form any other triangle. Also with this, you can't form any other triangle. Okay. Mm, so I don't think you can form any other triangle. So the correct answer for this is 10. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one, question number 33. Let's see question number 33. Okay. Now let's read this question. There are four cold drinks: Pepsi, Coke, Sprite, and Fanta. So there are four cold drinks and five chocolates. Okay. Out of these, Sam's father chooses two cold drinks and three chocolates to give to Sam based on the following conditions. Kit Kat and Coke cannot be together. Okay. So basically, what is this question about? Let me tell you. There are total of four cold drinks and five chocolates. And out of this, Sam's father has to choose two cold drinks and the three chocolates. That means two cold drinks and two chocolates will be eliminated. Now there are certain conditions. Okay, so with the help of those conditions, we need to eliminate and we need to find the correct answer. First condition is that Kit Kat and Coke cannot be together. Kit Kat and Coke cannot be together. Okay, Kit Kat and Coke cannot be together. Similarly, Fanta and Kit Kat. Fanta and Kit Kat must be together. This is an important condition, that Fanta and Kit Kat must be together. This one, third condition. After this, Sprite and Dairy Milk cannot be together. Sprite and Dairy Milk, these can't be together. Sprite and Dairy Milk can't be together. Similarly, Munch and Pepsi can't be together. Perk and Dairy Milk can't be together. Okay. Which of the following combinations Sam may get from his father? Now, in the first combination, I'm writing the first combination here. This is Kit Kat, Milky Bar, Fanta, Perk, and Pepsi. This is the first combination. So we have to just check the options in order to find the correct one. Now, is Fanta to be with Kit Kat? So yes, you can see that Fanta is present and Kit Kat is present. Kit Kat is not along with the Coke, so there is no Coke present. Then this condition is valid. Sprite should not be with dairy. Okay, so it's not here. Munch should not be with Pepsi, so Munch and Pepsi are not together. Perk should not be with dairy. Perk and dairy are not present. Perk and dairy are not present. Okay, so uh, so mm, so this combination is valid. This is valid combination. This is a valid combination. Okay, because it is not violating any rule. Not violating any rule. It is not violating any rule. Let's check the second condition. We have three conditions to check. In the second condition, we are having Coke, Perk, Munch, Sprite, and Milky Bar. Now, let's check this condition. Let's check this combination. First is Coke and Coke. Okay, so Coke should not be along with Kit Kat. Okay, it's not. Kit Kat is not present, because of which we needed Fanta. Okay, it's because they are like together. This is a group. Sprite should not be with dairy, so dairy is not present there. Munch should not be with Pepsi, so Munch is present, but Pepsi is not present. Then valid. Should not be with dairy. Perk and dairy are not together. Perk is there, but dairy is not there. So that is why this is also a valid combination. This is also a valid combination. Let's now check the last condition, which is the third one. Munch, Milky, Perk, Sprite, and Pepsi. Okay. Now that means we have to check. Okay. Munch. Munch should not be with Pepsi. So you can see that Munch is present and Pepsi is also present. Both Munch and Pepsi are present, which should not be the case. That is why the third one is not a valid combination, because it is violating that rule. It is violating that rule. It is not a valid combination. So the correct answer for this question is both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Only car or vehicle. So basically this is a question of syllogism. So you can see the statement and all. So I'm just directly reading the statement. Only car or vehicle. When you are having only car or vehicle, when you are saying that only A or B, whenever you are saying only A or B, then understand that you should be writing in the case that all B are A, and no other thing is B. So only A or B, that means all B are A, but A's relation is not with any other thing. A's relation is not with, sorry, B's relation is not with any other thing. Okay, okay. So what would be the Venn diagram of this? Okay, so this is a very important. Just remember this. Just remember this. This is the logic. Now, what would be the Venn diagram of this question? So I'm just erasing this part. I'm just erasing this part because we won't be having sufficient space to solve the question. Okay. So we are having only car or vehicle. So I would be writing. I'm just denoting vehicle by V. So all vehicle would be car. All vehicle would be car. Some car are bulky. So some car are bulky, and all metal are bulky. All metal are bulky. This is the correct Venn diagram. Conclusion. The first conclusion says some vehicle are not metal. Some vehicle are not metal. Okay. So some vehicle are not metal. This is incorrect. Why? Why some vehicle are not metal? Because no vehicle is metal. No vehicle is metal. That is why some vehicle are not metal. It is incorrect. No vehicle would be metal. No vehicle, no vehicle is bulky. Always understand, whenever you are having only case, no other thing is B, no other thing is B, no B is other thing. Okay, so these are the two conclusions. If he would have asked you in the question no vehicle is bulky, this would be correct. No vehicle is metal, this is also correct. So these two conclusions would be correct. Other than that, no conclusion with respect to vehicle would be correct. Or you can also say that if he is asking you all vehicle are car, this is also correct. All vehicle are car, this is also correct. Okay. Now the next is some metal is car. Some metal is car. This is also incorrect. Why? Because no definite relationship of car with metal. No definite, no definite relationship of car with metal. Of car with metal. So that is why neither conclusion one nor conclusion two will follow. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to question number 35. Now, five friends were born in different consecutive years starting from 2001. So five friends were born in different years, and it is all started from 2001. So Annu, basically it is saying that Annu was neither born in 2002 nor in 2005. Okay. Avi is the oldest of all. Avi is the oldest of all. So that means if Avi is oldest of all, that means I can say Avi was born in 2001, because all of them are have started from 2001, have started from 2001 in different consecutive years. So that means if I want to develop it in a chart form, so I can say 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004 and 2005. Why I can show this in the form of this table? The reason is very very simple, because these are all consecutive years. These are all consecutive years. Now Avi was born in 2001, so I'm just placing Avi here. Now Ani is younger than Asa, that means Asa's age is greater than Ani. That means Asa was born before Ani. Asa was born before Ani. Asa was born before Ani. Just a second. It was born before Ani. Okay. Now Anu was not born in 2005 and 2004. That means there are two possibilities whether Anu is born in 2003 or 2004. Okay, let's see. Asif was born in a leap year. That is very important. That Asif born in a leap year. That means Asif is born in 2004. Understand, whenever you are asked a question of leap year, check whether the given year is divisible by 4 or not. If it is a century year, then you have to check whether it is divisible by 400 or not. That's the rule for finding the leap year. Asif was born in a leap year. You can see 2004, which is divisible by 4, which is a leap year. Now I told you that there were only two cases for Anu, whether 2003 or 2004. Okay, so 2004 is occupied by Asif. That means Anu was born in 2003. And if Anu is born in 2003 and Asa was born before Ani, so I can say that Asa would be born in 2002 and Ani would be born in 2005. Got my point? Okay. So this is the arrangement. Now who was born in 2002? So you can say that Asa was born in 2002. Option A is the correct answer for this question. So Asa was born in the year 2002. Let's see the next question, question number 36. Now this is a question of seating arrangement, or I can say linear seating arrangement. Linear seating arrangement. Now in my previous lectures, also in all my lectures, I have told you how to solve these types of questions. Always draw this type of line. Always draw this type of line. Draw 8 pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why I am drawing 2? Why I am drawing 2 or like this? So that I can get two possible cases. I can draw two possible cases. Now why should we draw cases? Because I have given banking examinations also. I have cracked banking examinations also. So in those questions, from that I have developed a habit of developing possible cases. But in SSC examinations, not much cases are there. But in some questions, I have noticed that you must develop cases in order to reach the correct answer. Okay, so that is the reason, and that is a habit that I follow. So if you don't want, you can follow whatever method you want, but this is a much faster instead of just drawing like this. Okay, and I'm writing this arrow, I'm drawing this arrow so that I'm denoting it that it is facing north. This is optional. This you don't if you don't want, you can leave it, you can leave it. Okay, now understand, I have also have a habit of writing in short everything. Now if I'm saying b1 is fifth left of b6, b1 is fifth left of b6. If b1 is fifth left of b6, I have always told you, if it is nth left, nth left, or nth right, or nth right, so that means if I'm saying a nth left or nth right of b, a nth left or nth right of b, so that means if I'm saying left, if I'm saying left, then that means a would be a between a and b, between a and b there would be n minus 1 person sitting. Between a and b there would be n minus 1 person sitting, and a would be towards the left of b, and a would be towards the left of b. Okay, so a would be n minus 1 left of that means n minus 1 people are in between a and b. Similarly, if I'm saying that a is nth right of b, that means there are n minus 1 people in between a and b, and a is towards the right of b. So if b1 is saying that b1 is fifth left of b6, b1 is fifth left of b6, that means there are 5 people. So I would be saying that 1 2 3 4 5. So this would be the current arrangement, and that means b1 is towards the left of b6. This is just to show you. This is just to show you. Now also understand that b4 is fifth right of b5. b4 is fifth right of b5. So similarly, b5 1 2 3 4 5 b4. b1 immediate left of b5. So b1 would be placed here. Immediate left means they are sitting in the what is that word I'm forgetting. but yes, they are sitting together basically. So b1 and b5 are sitting together. Also understand that if b1 and b5 are sitting together and b1 was fifth left of b6, that means there are five positions in between b1 and b6. So I can just write it as 1 2 3 4 5. That means b6 is present here, b6 is present here. So let's develop cases. However, there is no need to develop cases. I'm just developing cases so that I can make you understand. So 1 2 3 4 5. So b6 would be present here and b4 would be present here. How many cases are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Achha, 8 cases are already made. Okay, no problem then. 8 cases are already made, then no problem. Okay, now what is the next part? Only two-person are sitting between b8 and b4. Two-person between b8 and b4. b4 is present here. Two persons 1 and 2. b8 would be present here. B2 is third to the right of B7. Okay, if B2 is third to the right of B7, that means B7 is present here and two positions. So third minus 1 means 2. So B7 and 2 leave two places and B2. So the only possible scenario that is possible here is B7 should be placed here. Then B2 would be placed here. And B7 is not an immediate neighbor of B1. So you can see that B7 and B1 are not immediate neighbors. Now what is the position which is left? It is B3. Okay, now the question is asking us who is at the third position from the right end. So this is the first position from the right end, this is the second position from the right end, this would be the third position from the right end, and B2 is the correct answer for this question. Okay. Hmm. Hold on a second. Basically, I have done a mistake here. If B1 is fifth left, that means there are four persons sitting between B1 and B6. There are four persons sitting between B1 and B6. So this should not be 5, this should be 4 actually. This should be 4 actually. And that means uh, okay. Mm, B1 is fifth left and B4 is also fifth left. Okay, in both of these I have made a mistake. Okay, no problem. I will just correct it. I will just correct it. Let me erase this. Okay, I'm just erasing everything. Okay, so it is saying fifth left. That means we have to consider four positions. We have to consider four positions. Okay, and this is also fourth. Okay, now understand, if b1 is immediate left of b5, that means b1 would be placed here, and then four positions b6, 1 2 3 4 b6. That is why I was thinking how eight positions have been reached. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So in this case now we will be developing cases b1 b5, 1 2 3, and this is b6 and this is b4. In the second case I'm shifting by one place, b1 b5 and then b6 b4. Let me check this once again. B1 is fifth left of B6, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, B1 is fifth left of B6. Is B4 fifth right of B5? Is B4 fifth right of B5? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. Now it is correct. Now it is correct. Now B7 is an immediate neighbor of B1. B7 is an immediate neighbor of B1. If B7 is an immediate neighbor of B1, that means B1 and B7 should be sitting together. I don't know what I have done in the previous case. Okay, so B1 and B7 should be sitting together. That means B7 is present here. So that means this case would be invalid. This case would be invalid because there is no position to accommodate B7. Now B2 is third to the right of B7. That means two positions in between B2 and B7. So B2 would be placed here. Okay. After this, there are two person between B8 and B4. That means B8 would be present here, and that means B3 would be present here. Who is at the third position from the right end? B3 is at the third position from the right end. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope you have understood this question in spite of my mistake. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we also do, but no issues in that. Okay, so I hope question number 36 is clear to all of you. Let's move on to question number 37. Now this is the question of letter series. So the pattern that is given to us is as dash f g j dash dash s f g j a s s dash dash dash. So we have to fill this dash. Now understand, you have to notice a pattern. You can say that you can notice fgj here, fgj here. that means it is repeating. And you can see as also present here. If as is present here and you can see one more s present after this s, that is the first position will start from s. So ass. Similarly here also you would be placing ass. So ass. Okay, so the pattern is ass fgj. So you have to break it here because this is a set. After this is a set. That means this would be the set. So the last part would be fgj. So what we have filled in the blank, it is sas and fgj. SAS and FGJ. FGJ. So option D is the correct answer for this question because this is a repeating pattern. This is a repeating pattern. Let's move on to the next question. In the figure given below, the circle represents flower. So circle is representing flowers. The rectangle represents rose, and the triangle represents the lotus. The number in each area represents the number of items in that area. How many flowers are lotus? How many flowers are lotus? That means you need to find, you need to see, you need to check the intersection area of flower and rose. Area of flower and rose. So what is the intersection area of flower and rose? You can see that this area is the intersection of flower and rose. Okay, this area is the intersection of flower and rose. So that means if you sum this, you would be getting 4 plus 6 plus 4, that is you would be getting 14 as the answer. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Now there is one more thing, okay, that you need to understand. If he is asking you how many flowers are lotus only. Now understand, this is a different question. This is a different question as compared to this question. This is a confusion which I have seen over my period as a teacher. Lot of students have this confusion. Sir, what is the difference between how many flowers are lotus and how many flowers are lotus only? Okay, understand, when you are talking about only, then that means there should not be any other element. In this case there should not be any other element. There should not be any other element. Suppose I'm talking about how many rows are lotus. How many rows are lotus? How many rows are lotus? Now, how many rows are lotus? In this case, you can say that this is the rose and this is the lotus. Now, you can see this area. Let me change the color of the pen. You can see that basically you need to find intersection. Okay, you need to find the intersection of triangle and rectangle. Now, what is the intersection of triangle and rectangle? This area. This area is the intersection of triangle and rectangle. So how many rows are lotus? You can say 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 8. Okay, so these are the how many rows are lotus. How many rows are lotus? Because this is in the intersection area of rows and lotus. But understand, this 9 and 8 won't be there. This 9 and 8 won't be there because this is only rows. This is only rows. Then that means you have to take till here, and this 4 and 4 also would not be there. This 4 and 4 would also not be there. Let me just write it again. So you have to find the intersection area of triangle and rectangle. You have to find the intersection area of triangle and rectangle, which would be this area. This is the intersection of triangle and rectangle. Okay, so what would be the answer? The answer would be 10. The answer would be 10. Okay, but if I'm asking you how many rows are lotus only, how many rows are lotus only? Now with this only, that means you should not be including any other element. That means this 6 would be cancelled out and this would be the remaining area because this is flower. This 6 is also included in flower. That means the correct answer would be 4. The correct answer for this would be 4. I hope the concept of this question is clear to all of you and how to solve various Venn diagram questions. Let's see the next one. If February 29th 2024 was Thursday, was Thursday, what would be the day on February 29th 2028? Okay, you have to find this. So basically understand how many years are there. So you would be going from 2024 to 2025, from 2025 to 2026, from 2026 to 2027, and from 2027 to 2028. Understand, from 2024 to 2025 it would be one odd day. This is also one odd day. This is also one odd day, but this would be two odd days because of this leap year, because here the day is already given to you, but here this extra day would be counted, odd day would be counted. So how many total odd days are present? That means five odd days are present. Now I have told you the concept of odd days. Odd days are added to the given day in order to get the next day or on the day on the given date. So the correct answer for this would be Thursday plus 5. Okay, Thursday plus 5, this would give you Tuesday. This would give you Tuesday. So option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Now let me tell you one more concept in this. So in an ordinary year there are 365 days. There are 365 days, and in an ordinary year there is one odd day. But in a leap year there are 366 days, and in this 366 days you are having two odd days. Two odd days. Okay, so basically this is the concept of odd day. And how do you get the odd day? You get the odd day by taking the number of days mod 7. Mod 7 means divide the number of days by 7, and whatever remainder you would be getting, that is the odd day. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Odd days are the remaining days after the completion of the week. The number of remaining days is called as the odd days. So you are having 365 days in a year. If you divide 365 by 7, you would be getting 52. 52 plus 1. 52 plus 1. That means 52 is the number of weeks. 52 weeks. These are complete weeks. And the remaining days after completion of weeks, this one is the odd day. This is the odd day. In this case, in the leap year case, you are having 52 weeks plus 2 days, and these 2 days that are left after dividing by 7, these are called as the odd days. Okay, suppose I am having find the odd days in the period of 65 days. So divide 65 by 7, divide 65 by 7, 65 mod 7. What would be the answer? You would be getting 2. So 2 is the number of odd days. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Let's move to question number 40. Select the correct option that will complete the series. So what is this? You are getting 3 comma 5, then you are having 5 comma 10, then 7 comma 15. You have to find this. That means I'm writing in bracket this blank and this blank, and after this you can see 13 comma 25. So you can notice a pattern that from 3 to 5 we are adding 2, from 5 to 7 we are adding 2. That means from 7 we should add 2 in order to get 9. Okay, okay, we should be getting 9, and after this we are getting 13. We are getting 13. So that means we are adding 4. So that means we can't add a 9. We can't add 9. So what would be the pattern instead? What would be the pattern instead? This is the incorrect pattern. Why this is the incorrect pattern? Why? Because this logic is not consistent. Whenever in the series question logic is inconsistent, so you have to neglect that logic. So what would be the logic? You can see you are getting 3, 5, 7. That means this number would be 11. Why? Why this number would be 11? Because this is the series of prime numbers. This is the series of prime numbers. So that means the first option would be 11. The first number would be 11. What about second number? From 5 to 10 we are adding 5. 5 from 10 to 15 we are adding 5. If we are adding 15, we are adding 5 and 15, we should be getting 20, and 20 plus 5 is also 25. This logic is consistent. This logic is consistent. That means we are adding 5 and then we are getting 20. That means 11 comma 20. Option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. A series is given with the one term missing. Select the correct alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. What is the series which is given to us? It is minus 6, minus 15, minus 57, minus 168, minus 669, minus 2004. We have to find this, and then we are having minus 24036. See, all the numbers are negative. All are negative numbers. All are negative numbers. Okay, let's see what we can do. So basically if we see, we are kinda increasing the numbers. We are kinda increasing the numbers by some major number. Okay, so the first thing that I would be checking, the first thing that I might check is the um, is the multiplication or something. Maybe I might check the multiplication or something. Okay, so suppose I am saying that this is if I'm saying it is multiplied by 3, and if I'm multiplying 6 by 3, I would be getting 18. And if I'm adding 3 in this, if I'm adding 3 in this, because see, minus 6 multiplied by 3, and if I'm adding 6, that means I'm getting minus 18 plus 3, then I'm getting minus 15. Similarly, if I'm multiplying 15 by 3, if I'm multiplying 15 by 3 and if I'm adding 3, I would be getting minus of 42. So this might not be the case. But I can see if I'm multiplying this 15 by 4, instead if I multiply this 15 by 4, I would be getting minus 60, and minus 60 plus 3 is minus 57. But still we can't confirm this logic. We have to check with other options also, from minus 57 to 168. So suppose there might be a chance that it is an alternating pattern. So 57 minus 57 multiplied by 3, we would be getting for 21, and then 171 minus 171. And if I'm adding 3 in this, I would be getting minus 168. So this is the correct pattern: multiplied by 4 plus 3, multiplied by 3 plus 3, multiply by 4 plus 4, multiply by 3. Okay, multiply by 3, and this is not plus 4, this is plus 3 actually. All are plus 3. So multiply by 4 plus 3, multiply by 3 plus 3, again multiply by 4 plus 4. Now minus 2004 multiplied by 4 plus 4, you would be getting minus 8016 plus 4, that is minus 8012, minus 8012. Okay. Mm, hold on a second. There is no option. This is plus 3. Sorry. This is plus 3 actually. This is plus 3. Why? I don't know. Okay, why? Okay, let's see. So this is plus 3 actually. Minus in multiplied by 4 plus 3 would be getting plus 3, and minus 8013 is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. The logic is clear and the concept that are clear. So what logics you get in the series related to multiplication? So basically you can multiply with a certain number n. You can multiply with n plus 1, n plus 2. Okay, so you can multiply with this. You can multiply by n and add n. You can multiply by n and subtract n. So these are all the logics. You can also divide by n. Okay, you can also divide by n. So suppose I'm having a pattern of 16, 18, 4, 2. So I'm dividing continuously by 2. So these are all the logics that are used in your examinations. Okay. So multiplied by n plus 1, multiplied by n plus 2, something like that. Okay. There can be some alternating multiplication like this question. Alternating pattern. Okay. So these are all the cases. Okay. These are all the cases that you can use. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Again a question of series. Let's see. 11, 36. Okay, and we are having 147, and then 1779, 5340, 21363. Again we can see numbers are increasing. If I can see, I'm multiplying by 3, and I'm adding 3. Now in this 36, so if I'm multiplying this by 3, then I would be getting 108. But if I'm multiplying by 4, and if I'm adding 3, then I would be getting 147. So it is the same pattern, same alternating pattern. Multiply by 3 and add 3, you will be getting 21 and 42. 441 plus 3, 444. So 444 option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Okay, 16 upon 2, 36 upon 2, then we have to find this, then I am having 100 upon 2, then 144 upon 2. You can see in denominator all numbers are 2, all numbers are 2, but in numerator all numbers are perfect squares, all numbers are perfect squares. So you can see that this is the perfect square of 4, this is the square of 6, this is the square of 10, and this is the square of 12. That means only one number is left in between, which is 8. That means 8 is square. That means this would be 64 divided by 2. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. In a particular code language, if telescope, if telescope is coded as 20, 5, 12, 5, 19, 3, 15, 16, and 5. And similarly, microscope is coded as 39, 3, 18, 15, 19, 3, 15, 16, and 5. What is the code for stethoscope? Now understand, all of these are coded to their place values. All of letters are coded to their place values, to their place values. That means no need to figure out any other logic. Okay, no need to figure out any other logic. So this is basically, as I call it, as positional coding. Positional coding. Now we have to find the code for stethoscope. Stethoscope. So this would be 19, 20, 5, 20, 8, 15, 19, 3, 15, 16, and 5. Okay, now let's check all the options. 19, 25, 28, 15, 19, 3, 15, 16, and 5. Okay, so yes, option A is the correct answer for this question. Option A is the correct answer for this question. In option B, in between you are having 60, that is why it is eliminated. In this you are having 4 here, it is eliminated. In this you are having 19 here, because of which it is eliminated. I hope question number 44 is clear to all of you. Let's move to question number 45. In a certain code language, table, chair, lamp. This is written as EK, MP, and SU. Similarly, lamp, clock, and pen is written as SU, YZ, and OP. Table, pen, and book. This is written as EK, OP, and UV. Now you have to find how clock is written in this code language. But we are not going to find clock alone. We are going to find the code for all of this. Now how to solve the questions of this type of coding decoding? How to solve questions of this type of coding decoding? Always find the common word. Always find the common word, because if you are finding the common word, there would be a code corresponding code which is common. Now if you see the first and the second line, if you see the first and the second line, I'm numbering this as first, 2, and 3. In first and second line, you can see that lamp is common. Lamp is common. If lamp is common, and you can see that one code, that is SU, is also common. SU is also common. So you can see that you can write here that the code for lamp would be SU, because lamp is common and corresponding to that SU is also common. So you can just write that the code for lamp would become SU. The code for lamp would become SU. Now in the second and the third line, in the second and the third line, you can see that what is common. You can see that pen is common in second and third line. In second and third line, pen is common. If pen is common, then corresponding to that one code would be common, and that code is OP. OP is common. So that means the code for pen would become OP. The code for pen would become OP. Now in the first and third line, first and third line, in first and third line, you can see which is the word which is common. Table is common. If table is common, you can see corresponding code EK common. That means the code for table would become EK. The code for table would become ek. Now if table is done, if lamp is done, okay, I'm just writing the code here, table, that is ek. If table is done, lamp is done, that means chair is remaining, the code for chair would become mp. The code for chair would become mp. In this, clock is remaining, clock would become yz. Clock would become yz. Option B is the correct answer for this question. And in the last one, book would be uv. Book would become uv. Okay. Now, but how to solve this type of question in examination? This was the method to explain you the concept, how we usually do. And if the question is very, very difficult type of question, this is the ideal process. So this is the process that we use in coding decoding questions of banking examinations. So this is the process that we follow. We just try to find common and then we need to eliminate everything. Okay. So this is the process that we follow. Now, how to solve this in our SSC examinations. Okay, I would prefer that you write line or something like this so that you can understand. Okay, because this is usually here written like this, and for me it seems like a slight of trouble to read and like this. But yeah, you, if you can, you definitely should. So what should I do? I want to find a code for clock. So I would go to the line which is having clock, lamp, clock, pen. It is having SU, YZ and OP, SU, YZ and OP. Now I would check in the options. I would check in the options whether I am, because the code would be out of these three letters only. Okay, so out of SU, YZ and OP, only one would be clock, and that would be the answer. Check all the options. You don't see SU, you see YZ, but you don't see OP. That means YZ is the answer for this question. So this was the question which you like not even need to use the pen and paper. You can just solve this question orally. You can just solve this question orally. No need to use pen and paper. I am telling you the process because it's my duty to teach you the concept, but it's also my duty to teach you the short tricks so that you can solve the question in very, very less amount of time. Okay, so this is the concept that you must understand. Let's move on to question number 46. How many triangles are present in this given figure? How many triangles are present in this given figure? Okay, just a second. Okay, so you need to find the number of triangles in this given figure. So basically you can say that, if you consider this triangle, if you consider this system. Okay, I am numbering this as 1, 2 and 3. So that means I would be getting total of 6 triangles from this only. I would be getting total of 6 triangles from this figure only. Okay, I would be getting 6 triangles from this figure only. After this I can say that, okay, I can say that this is another triangle, this is another triangle, and this complete is one more triangle. That means I can get 2 triangles from here also. So currently 6 plus 2. Now after this we I can also see this triangle. Okay, I can also see this triangle, and then this triangle as well. So 2 triangles are present here. 2 triangles are present. Similarly, 3 triangles would be present here in this system. So 3 triangles here. Okay, so 3 triangles are present here also. So till now, how many triangles we have sorted out? 13 triangles. So I don't think any other triangle is possible. That means 13 is the correct answer for this question. 13 is the correct answer for this question. Option C is the right answer. Let's see the next question. Question number 47. A company introduces a flexible work from home policy to improve the employee well-being. What of the following would be the most logical assumption underlying this decision? So basically, a company is introducing work from home, and this would improve employee well-being. Employees dislike working in the office environment. Is this can be assumed from the paragraph? No, this cannot be assumed from the given paragraph, because company is trying to do a good thing so that employees can feel better. Okay, flexibility in work location contributes positively to the employee morale. Yes, this is correct. That is why company is doing. That is why company is doing, because it is improving well-being. When employees well-being are improved, then their performance would be improved. They would be much more effective. The company wants to reduce electricity bill. No, this is nowhere written. This can't be assumed. Employees are more productive at night. The given passage is not talking about day or night, it is just talking in general about the well-being. I hope this is clear. Let's see question number 48. Now M is facing east. By taking which of the following combination of turns, he will be finally facing the south. Okay, now understand. These are your directions. These are your directions, and I have taught in my direction chapter as well. Until unless mentioned, all turns are of 90 degrees. Until mentioned, until mentioned, all turns of 90 degree, all turns of 90 degree. That means if you are talking about south east and everything, south east northwest, then if you are taking a turn, that means it is a 90-degree turn, it is assumed. Now the person is facing towards the east direction, so this is the current direction of M. It is in the east, this is east, this is west, this is north, and this is south. That means he need to move towards the south. If he is moving towards the south, that means he is taking one clockwise turn. He is taking one clockwise turn. Now if a person is facing in the east, I taught you that this would be the left and this would be the right. How is north? North is this. You can say if you're facing towards the laptop, and if you're considering laptop as the north direction, then your left is left, your right is right. Okay, but if you are facing in the south direction, then left would be this and right would be this. If you are facing in the west direction, then this is left and this is right. So we need this right now. That means this is right. That means if we take one right turn, then we would land on the south direction. If we take one right turn, then we would land on the south direction, because a person is facing this one right turn, he would be facing in the south direction. Okay, now how to solve this type of question? Lengthy things are given to you. Lengthy things are given to you. No need to solve each and everything. You just need to cancel it out. Cancel it out. What you need to cancel it out? Suppose there is one right turn and one left turn. So if a person is moving in the, suppose it take right, and then again it took left. Okay, suppose a person is facing north. If he took right, then that means he is facing in the east. After that he again took left, then he is facing in the north direction again. So no need to check again and again, just cancel it out. So one left, one right, one clockwise, one anti-clockwise, cancel each other out. Okay, so this is valid in both clockwise, anti-clockwise, and right and left. So you are having in the option A, check all the options one by one. One right left, cancel. One right left, cancel. Okay, option A is the correct answer for this question, because you should get the net direction right. I told you the net direction, the net turn should be right. Net turn should be right. In option B, right left cancel, right left cancel. This is the left turn. That means if a person was facing east and if he's taking the left turn, that means he's facing in the north direction. Now that is why this is incorrect. C, left right, left right, left right, right left. If all of these are cancelled, if all are cancelled, then direction is not changed, then direction is not affected or changed. That means if all of these are cancelled out, that means whatever direction he was facing initially, that would be the final direction. That means initial direction is equals to final direction. That means the current direction in this is east only, not south, because we need to go south direction. Now left, left, left. Let's cancel it out. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Same thing. He would be facing in the east direction only. So both of these options are eliminated. Why even my answer was in option A. Why I taught you option B, C, and D, so that I can tell you this concept. Okay, I can tell you this concept. Okay, so only three cases are possible. Only three cases are possible. Whether he is taking net right, whether he is taking net left, or whether it is not changing. So only three cases are possible. I hope question number 48 is clear. Let's move to question number 49. In the following question, select the numbers which can be placed at the sign of the question mark from the given alternative. So we are having 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, and 5, and we are having 14. 4, 6, 3, and 22. 4 question mark 2 and 12. Okay. Now understand, all of these numbers are very large number, which are in the rightmost bottom right box. These are right numbers. Maybe we can use some logic to get these large numbers from the above numbers. So what can we do? What can we do? If you see 2 and 5, if you multiply 2 and 5, and if you add 4, then you can get 14, but we have to still confirm. If you see 3 and 6, if you multiply 3 and 6, okay, if you multiply 3 and 6, and you will, if you add 4, then you can get the number 22. So that is the logic. 2 plus 2 multiplied by 5 plus 4 is equals to 14. 3 multiplied by 6 plus 4 is equals to 22. That means we need to multiply this number 2 if I'm taking this as x. So 2 multiplied by x plus 4 should be is equals to 12. 2x is equals to 8. That means the value of x should be 4. Okay, the value of x should be 4. Option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's see question number 15. In a row of 30 students, Ravi is 12th from the left and Priya is 8th from the right. How many students are sitting in between Ravi and Priya? Understand. This is a row of 30 students. If Ravi is 11th from 12th from the left hand, I can say that this is the left hand and this is the right hand. Understand. If Ravi is 12th from left, that means 11 people are left of Ravi. I have already told you this. If nth from left of A, okay. Not this. Just let me write it in a better way. If I am saying, if I am saying A is nth from left, A is nth from left side, then that means n minus one people sitting to left of A, and similar concept is from right. So that means 11 persons are sitting in between the end and Ravi. And Priya is 8th. If Priya is 8th, that means 7 people are sitting towards the right of Priya. If 7 people are there, 11 people are this. 7 plus 11 is 18. And 18 plus Ravi and Priya. 18 plus Ravi and Priya. You would be getting the total number is 20. And if total number is 20, that means total number of students were 30, and 30 minus 20 would be 10, and these are the people who are sitting in between Ravi and Priya. These are the students who are sitting in between Ravi and Priya. Option C is the correct answer. Of course, there are a lot of concepts that I want to teach you in this, but due to the time limitation, I can't teach you each and everything. Okay. For this you need to like, if you want, if you can, you can enroll in my detailed course so that I can explain you everything. But here it's slightly very difficult to explain all the concepts, but yeah, I'm trying my best, as you can see, to explain each and everything to you. But yes, this is the maximum that I can do here. But maybe if you want you can comment in this videos, that if you want some concept, if you want that I should explain you some concept, some chapters, then definitely I can. Okay. So this was question number 50, and we are almost halfway mark of our lecture. Okay, we are almost halfway mark of our lecture, but yes, let's continue. Just give me a second. Now let's see question number 51. So during Navratri, Priya arranges 30 diyas in a row. A golden diya is 8th from the left and a silver diya is 10th from the right. How many diyas are in between them? Okay, so very similar type of question. So very similar type of question. Golden diya is 8th from left and silver diya is 10th from right. So what you can do? 30 minus 8 plus 10. Okay, just a second. So okay, so 30 minus 8 minus 10. So you can simply do this. In the last question I needed to explain you the logic, but in this question you can just follow this trick. 30 minus 18, you would be getting 12 as an answer. Option D is the correct answer for this question. So what you did, you added both of these positions and subtracted from the total number. Okay. Just a second. Okay. No. So I think this is clear. Let's see the next one, question number 52. Now, which of the following are not twin prime numbers? Which of the following are not twin prime numbers? Okay. So understand what is the logic for twin prime. Okay. So twin prime numbers are the numbers which have the difference of two, which have the difference of two. So suppose you are having 3 5, you are having 5 7. Okay. So 3 5, 5 7, which are having exactly the difference of 2. So you need to find the difference between the given numbers. So if you see, you can see that option D would be different. Option D is different. Why? Because it is having a difference of 4. It is having a difference of 4. All the others are having the difference of 2. So option D is the odd one out. A family consists of 6 members: P, Q, R, S, T, and U. Now this is a question of blood relation. Understand? Q is the son of R. Q is the son of R. So understand, I normally use this type of terminology where I represent plus using the males, plus male minus as female. Okay, and this single line, this horizontal line, I called it as sibling relation. This double line, I called it as spouse relation, and this vertical line, this is parent child relation. Parent child relation. Now I'm saying that Q is the son of R, that means Q plus and it is son of R, but R is not the mother. If Q is son of R and if R is not the mother of Q, that means R would be the father of Q. P and R are married couple, that means P would be the wife of R. P would be the wife of R. T is brother of R, so this is sibling relation. T is brother of R plus sign. S is daughter of P, that means S is daughter of P, that means S and Q are siblings. S and Q are siblings. U is brother of P. U is brother of P. Now how many male members are there in the family? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are total of 4 male members in the family. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? Okay, how many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? Now understand. Okay, now understand, and this is a very good question. Okay, this is a very beautiful question, and you must understand this question very carefully. Now always understand that if I'm taking quadrilateral, so basically how can I solve quadrilateral? So quadrilateral includes square, rectangle, rhombus, so it includes all these types of figures. But in this figure you can't see any rhombus or something like that. So mainly what you can see in this figure is rectangle. You can see just rectangles here, rectangle or square, so you can just see. And also understand that all squares are rectangle, all squares are rectangle. Now if you just count the number of rectangle, that means you would be getting the number of quadrilaterals. So just count the number of rectangle, you can get the number of quadrilateral. Now there is a trick that we use in rectangle counting. Suppose I am having this. Okay, I am having this. So these are rows and these are columns. Okay, so how many columns, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, and or I can write in a better manner. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. I can say I am having 3 rows and 4 columns. So in order to get the number of rectangles, what you need to do, multiply row by column. So 3 multiplied by 4, no sorry, the sum of the numbers in rows and columns, multiply the sum of the numbers of sum of the numbers in rows and columns. That means in rows how many you are having? 1, 2 and 3. So sum 1, 2 and 3 and multiply this with the sum of the numbers in column, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. You would be getting 6 multiplied by 10, that is 60 rectangles you would be getting in this figure. You would be getting 60 rectangles. So this is basically the trick. This is basically the trick that you require in this. This is the trick that you require in this. Okay, so this is the concept of rectangle counting. Now what happens if you are having rectangles in a single row? What happens when rectangles are in a single, suppose there are no rows in this, there are no rows. So if there are no rows, that means only one row is there, that means you need to multiply. You can write 1, 2, 3. You can multiply this by 1 multiplied by 1 plus 2 plus 3. No row means only one row. You can see one rows. If no rows are there, then how you can form this also? So this would be 6. That means you can see 6 rectangles present here. So if you see that 1, 2, 3, 3 rectangles are these ones. Then you have this fourth one. Then you are having this fifth one. And this complete rectangle would be the sixth one. So you can see 6 rectangles. I have also showed you how this thing works. So suppose whenever this type of matrix is structured, we call this as matrix structure. So when this type of matrix structure is given to you, I hope you would be able to find the answer. But how we will be using this trick to our advantage in this question. Understand, if I am seeing this one, if I'm just considering this, this whole area, if I'm considering this whole area, this looks very very similar. I can number this as 1 2 3. I would be getting total number of rectangles as 6 here. I would be getting total number of rectangles 6 here. Okay, now if I'm taking this one, this area, this much area, okay, so 1 2, I would be getting 3 rectangles here. Similarly 1 2 3 rectangles in this part, 3 rectangles in this part. So till now how many rectangles we have got? We have got uh, 12 rectangles till now, 12 rectangles till now. But there are additional rectangles which we would be need to find using some additional things, now understand, this was the first one. Now I can say that this complete rectangle is also a rectangle, this complete rectangle is also a rectangle. So initially we found how many? 12. Then 12 plus 1, this complete one. After this, after this, okay, after this, uh, I'm starting from here. Then I'm saying that this, okay, not this one, from this one. Okay, just let me erase that one. Okay, I'm not considering it right now. I'm considering this one. From I'm starting from here. Okay, I'm starting from here, and then I'm taking this much. I'm taking this much. This is also possible, right? This is also possible, right? Okay, so this is the one. Then this complete is also possible. This complete is also possible. This complete rectangle is also possible. Then this would be other one. Okay, then this is the other one. Now how many we have got? 15 till now. The same thing would happen on this side also. The same thing would happen on this side also. Okay, so you already got 3. Then you would be getting this one. You would be getting this one. Let me use a different color, better that way. I'm using this one, this complete. Okay, then from here we are starting, from here we are starting, this is another one. So how many? Okay, and then is any left? Is any figure left? Yes, one figure is left, one figure is left, and this is this one. Okay, this is this one. Okay, so this one is left. So 3 plus 3, that is 6. You would be getting 18 as the answer for this question. I hope this is clear. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, so this was a very very beautiful question. This was very important question as well. This is very important question. And understand, this quadrilateral question has not been asked first time in the CHSL examination or in any SSC examination. They have started asking this from 2024. So in my counting figure lectures also, in my previous batch, I have taught this concept as well. Okay, in my counting figure I have taught this concept as well. So I think 2024 some questions were asked, as far as I can remember, one or two questions in, I think, stenographer or some examination, I'm not sure. But yeah, I might have seen some questions based on quadrilation calculation. Okay, so I usually discuss all these concepts in my lectures. So maybe some short tricks as well. But understand, in all of the questions you can't just calculate rectangle and square, because there might be a chance some rhombus or something is formed. Here we got the answer so quickly. Why? Because it was just in form of rectangles or squares. So that is why we were able to find this very very quickly. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question, question number 55. Now a plus b means a is father of b, a minus b means a is wife of b, a multiplied by b means a is father of b, where a is brother of b, a plus b means a is daughter of b. Which expression says that p is maternal uncle of q? P is maternal uncle of q. Okay, now in all of these, understand, Hmm, is anything missing or something is wrong here? Okay, just give me a second. I want to check this question. Why? Because there are two a plus b. I think the last one should be a divided by b. Okay, I think the last one should be a divided by b. This one. Okay, let's see. Let's see this question 55. Okay. Okay. Now, So let me see first thing. The first thing in all of the coded blood relation where expressions are given to you, expressions are given to you in options. The first thing you probably want to check is the gender of the required person. Here in this question it is saying, stating that P is maternal uncle of Q. P is maternal uncle of Q. That means P should be a male. P should be a male. And if any option after, like P, after that if any symbol is present which represents sister or mother, then that would be incorrect. So P multiplied. P multiplied by R means P is brother of R. P is brother of S. P is brother of T. Okay. In all of these expressions, you can see that P is a male. In P is a male. So you need that thing. You need that thing with surety. But suppose if I am giving you in the question A minus R, P minus R, then in this case you can eliminate this option. Why? Because in this case P is becoming a female. Okay, that's the important thing. That's the important thing in the coded blood relation question, that you need to check this thing first. Okay. Now I have to check this question. Just give me a few seconds, because there are a lot of mistakes I can see. Just let me correct this question once. So yes, I have corrected this question. So the previous logic still stands. So that means we can't eliminate it. But if we check option C, S divided P by P, that means S is the daughter of P. But P's gender cannot be known. Okay, and no, it can be known. It can be known. Okay, so we have to check option all the options one by one. Okay, option A, P multiplied by R plus S divided by Q. Now P multiplied by R, that means P is the brother of R. P is the brother of R. R plus S. R is the father of S. R is the father of S. And S divided by Q, that means S is the daughter of Q. S is the daughter of Q. Now in we have to find paternal uncle. So okay, we have to find the paternal uncle. P is the paternal uncle of Q. So that is why this is incorrect. Why? Because it is becoming P is paternal uncle of S, not Q. Okay. And that means P is the brother-in-law of Q. Let's check option B. P multiplied by S minus R plus Q. P multiplied by S, that means P is the brother of S. P is the brother of S. S minus R, S is wife of R. S is wife of R. And R plus Q, that means R is the father of Q. So in this case you can see that P is the maternal uncle of Q. P is the maternal uncle of Q. Here P was paternal uncle. Here P was paternal uncle of S. But here it is maternal uncle of Q, which was required in the question. So that is why option B is the correct answer for this question. But let's check option C as well. Q multiplied by R, that means Q is the brother of R. Q is the brother of R. R plus S means that R is the father of S. S divided by P, that means S is the daughter of P. S is the daughter of P. Okay, in this case P is becoming sister-in-law of Q. P is becoming sister-in-law of Q. Last one, P multiplied by T, that means P is the brother of T. P is the brother of P is the brother of T. Okay, P is the brother of T. And T plus S, T is the father of S. T is the father of S. And S is daughter of, S is the father of Q. S is father of Q. Sorry, S is daughter of Q. S is the daughter of Q. Okay, S is the daughter of Q. Okay, so that is why option B was the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear along with the logic for all the options. Let's see the next one. What day of the week would be on 17th September 2012? 17th September 2012. What day it would be on this date? Okay. Now let me explain the concept of this question, so that if you ever asked in examination in future, you would be able to answer this question. Okay. Okay, now let's understand the concept as well. What is the concept behind it? So for any date that is in DDMMYY format, so we use a very simple formula that is written on your screen. Date. So you are always given with a date, and I have told you that date mod 7. What is the meaning of date mod 7? That means you need to divide by 7 and find the remainder. Then you have to take the month code. Then you have to take the century code. Okay. So month code and century code I will be telling you. Then you are having YY, that means the last two digits. What is YY? YY is the last two digits of the year. you have to take mod 7 of that. Okay, that means you have to find the remainder. Then last two digits are divided by 4 and quotient is found. You need to find the quotient, and again after finding the quotient, then you again need to take mod 7. Okay, whatever you are getting after taking the sum, whatever you are getting, if it is greater than 7, then again take the remainder. If it is not, then that number would be the answer. But you told me ki, sir, we need to find the day on the given date, right? Sir, our objective is to find the day on the given date. So how a number would help you? Again, I would be telling you, we have a code for the days as well. So you can see on this screen, these are my class notes from my batch. Okay, so these are the month codes, this is the day code, and this is the century codes. Okay, so basically, usually in my terms, in my classes, the week starts on Sunday, and Sunday is called as 1. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 0. Remember, last one is not 7. Even if you write Saturday as 7, the 7 mod 7 is 7 mod 7 is 0. Okay, now we have month code. Now in month code for ordinary year and leap year, they are slightly different, and the difference is only in the starting two digits. So if you subtract one, so the code for January was 1 and the code for Feb was 4. So subtract 1, you would be getting 0 and 3. All the other codes are same. Okay, now what is the how to remember such a long number, because this is a 12 digit number. So basically I have developed a trick. So this is called as 144025036 How I remember this? I remember this using 144. This is the 12 square, then 10, then 5 square, then 10, then 6 square, then I have to remember the last three digits, 146. So I don't care how you remember this, but you have to remember this. After solving 30-40 questions yourself using some previous year or this lecture using, you can just remember this. So remember this like your phone number, and in case of leap year, it would start from 03. Then after this, everything else is same. So remember this: 1440250361446 So this is the month code. So in the previous formula, whatever month it is, just substitute that month by that code. Similarly, you are having a century code. Century code, you can see that 1600 to 1699 you follow 6, 1700 to 1799 you follow 4, 1800 to 1899 you follow 2, 1900 to 1999 you follow 0, 2000 to 2099 you follow 6, and 2100 to 2199 you follow 4. And after this it will start repeating. So remember this: from 1600 to till 1999 it is 6420 it is. If you start from 1999, then 0642. So it depends from where you are starting, because it is an ever growing cycle. Okay, so these are the century codes. So whatever code you are having, whatever century you are in, then substitute that by that century code. Okay, let me show you how this formula works with the help of the question that was asked in the examination. So I have explained in a very summarized manner for those students who have followed my lectures. It would be a sort of a revision for those students, but those who have not watched, I have explained as much as I can, but in my lectures I have taken over 40 minutes to explain this whole concept. Okay, so that even any possible question arising out of this you can answer. Okay, so in my lectures I have explained it in a detailed manner. So 17 September 2012, so it is 2000, the year is 2000, the month is September, and the date is 17th. Now if year is 2000, that means YY is 12. Okay, and what is the century code? What was the century code of 2012? You can see from this, century code is 6. Okay, now if you want, you can also write this is 6s minus 1. You can also write this 6s minus 1, because I can't tell you right now, but it is a concept of negative remainder. So basically everything is by 7, right? So if you take, so you can take minus 1 also. Okay, but right now you can take 6. I don't want to confuse you, because again I have explained this concept of negative remainder. Okay, but for those who have studied negative remainder maths or all, they can relate, because you can write 6 as minus 1 also. Okay, so what is the century code? Century code is 6. Now what was the month code? Basically, you don't, if it is a ending month, no need to write everything. 146. What was the last three digits? Last three digits are 146. That means this is December, this is November, this is October. And what was the code? 1440250366146. That means 6 would be the code for September. So month code is again 6. Month code is again 6. Now what would be the date code? Basically, if you want to call it, you can call it as date code. Date code would be 17 mod 7. 17 mod 7. What is 17 mod 7? The remainder is 3. Now what is the formula? You need to add date code, you need to add month code, you need to add century code. After this, I told you we would be taking the remainder of the last two digits of the year. That means 12 mod 7. After this, we would be adding 12 divided by 4 mod 7. 12 divided by 4 mod 7. And if the number is greater than 7, then you have to take mod 7 again. Now, 3 plus 6 plus 6. 3 plus 6, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. Now, 12 mod 7, you would be getting 5. You would be getting 5 as the remainder. Now, 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 3 mod 7 would be 3 only. Okay. And this is mod 7 again. Okay. Now, 20 plus 3. This is 23 mod 7. And 23 mod 7, that means you would be getting the remainder as 2. You would be getting the remainder as 2. Now, this is the remainder that you got. This is the remainder that you got. Now 2 is basically the code that you need to refer from this table, the day table. So 2, you can see this is Monday. This is Monday. So the correct answer for this question would be Monday. The correct answer for this question would be Monday. Option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. And also the logic is also clear. Now just remember one thing. This table is not the only table. There are 3-4 tables more like this. So if you are suppose following any other table, this is usually the table that I follow from my side. If you are following from some other teacher, there might be a chance he might be using some different table. Okay, so it all depends on which table you are using, and all these code and everything, it depends on this table only. Okay, so if you want, you can follow any other table, but if you are following with me, if you are studying from me, you can follow this table as well. Okay, many people, many books use this table, many uses the other tables. There nothing is wrong about that. Okay, so I hope this question and the concept, more important than the question is the concept. So I hope the concept is clear, because the concept is the thing that helps us score more marks and realize our weaknesses. Okay, so if this is clear, let's move on to the next question. Question number 57. What comes next in the series? And the series is B, E, J, Q and Z. Now let's write the place values of this. You would be getting 2, 5, 10, and then you are having 17, and then you are having 26. Now the difference between this and 2 and 5 is 3. Difference between 5 and 10 is 5. Difference between 10 and 17 is 7. Difference between 17 and 26 is 9. So you can see the consecutive difference of 2. You can see the difference of 2. So you can apply the concept of double difference here. You can apply the concept of double difference here. If these are all 2, that means the next difference would also be 2. That means you have to add 2 in 9, you would be getting 11. Similarly, you need to add 11 in 26, you would be getting 37. You would be getting 37. Okay, that means we need to add 37 in Z. We need to add 37 in Z. Now what would be the correct answer for this question? Now adding 37 in Z is slightly complicated. Adding 37 in Z is slightly complicated. Okay, but what we can do, we can divide this 37. We can also write this 37 as 26 plus 11. We can take this as 26 plus 11. That means you have to just take 11 as the number. That means you would be getting the next number as K. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. There is one more logic that you can use here, that this 2 you can also write it as 1 square plus 1. Similarly, 5 you can write it as 2 square plus 1. This 10 you can also write it as 3 square plus 1, 4 square plus 1, 5 square plus 1, and that means the next number would have been 6 square plus 1. So you can use the logic of n square plus 1 as well. So both of these logics are correct. Both of these logics are valid for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question now. Okay, let's see question number 58. Let's see question number 58 now. Okay. Some conditional data is provided to you in the form of the statement. You have to check which of the following statement are logically inferred from the given statement. So statement: no student who fails the midterm examination passes the final course. So there is no student who has failed the midterm but has passed the final course. Sarah passed the final course. What can we infer about the Sarah's midterm? So whoever is passing the final exam, okay, he must have passed the midterm exam. He must have passed the midterm exam. Okay. So what can we infer about the Sarah's midterm? Sarah got an A on the midterm. Sarah did not fail the midterm examination. Okay. Sarah studied hard for the midterm. Sarah retook the midterm. Sarah got an A. We can't infer that. Okay. Sarah did not fail the midterm examination. Yes, this is the correct answer for this examination. Okay. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's now see question number 59. Identify the best. Identify the diagram that best represents the relationship among the given classes. Pen, pencil, and eraser. Now this is a question of Venn diagram. Now what is the relation between pen, pencil, and eraser? What is the relation between pen, pencil, and eraser? So basically, all of these are okay. So basically, all of these are three different stationery items: pen, pencil, and eraser. All of these three are different stationery items. That means their Venn diagram would be separate. So that is why option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's now see the next question. Question number 60. A mirror is placed on the line AB. Out of the option figures, which figure will be the right image of the question figure? Now, basically, this is the mirror image questions, and that means it would be reversed. It would be reversed. So, if suppose this is the 9, that means the 9 would be changed to this type of figure. So you can see option D is totally incorrect. It would be in this out of this. Okay. Now once check if all of these are in order or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or all are written in order. Okay. All are written in order. Now let's see this. If you notice this 2 is written like this, that means the mirror image of 2 would be like this. It would be like this. Okay, but here you can see it is written in the reverse direction. Okay. So it is written in the reverse direction or in the mirror image, and it is also written in this format also. Okay. So that is why okay, just a second. And also, if you see this option A, if you also see this option A, you can notice one thing, that 3 is written normally. 3 is written normally. That is why option A is also eliminated. Now let's check option B and option D. Let's check option B and option D. In both of these, only thing that is changing is 2. Only thing that is changing is 2. This 2 is correct. This is the correct reverse form. Actually, this is 5 actually. This is 5, not 2. Okay, this is 5, not 2 actually. My mistake, this was actually 5, not 2. So we have to see 2, that is 2 is written correctly, and 5 is written like this. 5 is written like this, so it should be written like this. 5 should be written like this. Okay. So if you see which figure would be correct, option C is the correct answer for this question. So you can see this 5 is matching with this 5. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question. M is facing towards the west direction. By taking which of the following combination of turns, he will be facing towards the north. I want all of you to try this question in homework. I could have solved this question, but it is a very very similar question. It is a very very similar question. So what you need to do, comment the answer of this question. Comment the answer of this question. Comment the answer of this question. Okay. So similar type of question. I have explained the whole concept. It's your duty now to comment the answer. Okay. Now let's see this question. Okay. Here some problem or solution of the problem is given in the statement. You have to choose the most appropriate logical deduction for the given statement. Statement: tourism helps promote cultural exchange and contributes to the economy. However, in several heritage sites, the surge in visitors has caused damage to the ancient monuments and local ecosystem. Authorities are now limiting access and introducing a conservation fees. Okay. Conclusion: tourism can harm the very site it seeks to promote. All tourists intentionally damage the heritage site. Authorities are taking steps to reduce the negative impact of the tourism, which conclusion necessarily follows. Now understand. So basically, tourism is a very important tool which helps promote in cultural exchange. So basically, suppose some American or some person from other country, some Europe or something, is coming to India. So he will see how great our culture is. So he comes, he enjoys. Suppose he is going to Rajasthan or Andhra, he will visit some heritage sites. He would, okay, so he would contribute into that. Okay, he would contribute into the economy. Okay, he would pay the fees and all to visit the monuments and everything. Okay, so it helps in the cultural exchange as well. So he would be, you would go to his place, to his country. So this is a cultural exchange. This is a cultural exchange. So you must have heard about student exchange program in some colleges or schools. Okay, some like very big colleges or schools, there are some exchange programs also. So but this is cultural exchange. So but it is similar, that you are going there and he is coming here. But in several heritage the surge in visitors has caused damage to the ancient monuments and the local ecosystem. Sorry. So how this can cause the damage. Suppose people are coming, but they are not following like cleanliness. So they might throw waste and everything like that only. So this might cause damage to ancient monuments or local system. There are various ways, but yeah. So there is surge in visitors. Some, like if you consider Taj Mahal or something, there is always a surge in visitors. Okay, so authorities are now limiting access and introducing conservation fees for those who have, well, like there might be some normal fees, but on the above of that they are introducing some conservation fees, so that the damages to the monuments can be compensated, something like that. Now conclusions. Tourism can harm the very site it seeks to promote. Yes, this can be logically deduced, because tourism, in the statement you are given two aspects, right? In the statement you are given with the two aspects. First aspect is that it is promoting cultural exchange, it is contributing to the economy. In the second, it is stating that it can also cause damage to the monuments. So tourism can harm the very site it seeks to promote. This is correct. All tourists intentionally damage the heritage site? No, this is an extreme statement. This is an extreme statement. Okay, all tourists, no. Suppose you are going to some place, you would intentionally damage? No. Okay, there might be some people whose intention is to damage, but not all. So this is a very very extreme statement. Third one. Authorities are taking steps to reduce the negative impact of tourism. This is also correct. Why? Because they are introducing this conservation fees, they are limiting the access. There might be some areas there where authorities don't want you to go. Okay, they might limit the access to those sensitive areas, something like that. Okay, so this is correct. So which conclusion necessarily follows? Only the first and the third conclusion necessarily follows. I hope the question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question now. How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? So we have discussed one question of quadrilateral. Now we are going to discuss the second question of quadrilateral. We are going to discuss the second question of quadrilateral. Okay. Now see. Here you can see, here you can't see all the structures being like rectangles. So here I am going to show you how to approach this type of question. Okay. Now here the basic method is just to count these. Okay, so you can't directly take this. Okay, so you can't directly take this. Now what we can do here, uh, give me a second. Okay, so suppose I am taking this part. If I am taking this part, I can say that this is the first quadrilateral, this is the second quadrilateral, and this complete figure I am saying that this is our third quadrilateral. Okay, similarly, there are three quadrilaterals here, there are three quadrilaterals in this part, there are three quadrilaterals in this part. So total we have figured nine quadrilaterals till now. Total we have figured nine quadrilaterals till here. Now after figuring out these nine quadrilaterals, I can say that uh, this would be one quadrilateral. Okay, this one is also one, and this complete would be one. Okay, so how many quadrilaterals are there? One, two, and three. So three quadrilaterals are like this. If three quadrilaterals are like this, that means three quadrilaterals would be present here also. So that means you need to add six in this. After this, if you take this one complete one, okay, if you take this complete quadrilateral, if you take this complete quadrilateral, this is also one quadrilateral. Okay, this is also one quadrilateral that you can take. Now you have 16. Now after this we have this quadrilateral. Okay, have we taken any duplicate here? Have we taken any duplicate here? I don't think so. 1 2 and 3, we have taken duplicates here. Okay, we have taken duplicates here, I think. Just give me a second. Okay, we have taken duplicates, I think. Just let me take this once again. Okay, so I am saying that in this figure, in this part I am taking three quadrilaterals. In this part I am taking three quadrilaterals, and in this part I'm taking three quadrilaterals because I have not marked na in previous one. That is why got this confusion. So three quadrilaterals are like this. So that means you have got nine quadrilaterals till now. After this, if I'm talking with with this perspective, so this is another quadrilateral. Okay, this one is another quadrilateral, and this one is another quadrilateral. So that means you are getting three quadrilaterals. So three quadrilaterals this side and three quadrilaterals this side. Three quadrilaterals this side. Okay. So that means you need to add 6 in this. After this, after we have got this, okay, after we have got this, so what we can do, you can see, you can now see this complete quadrilateral. You can see this complete quadrilateral. This would be your 16th quadrilateral. After this, there are some more quadrilaterals which are pending now. So you can say that now I'm talking about this one. This is also one quadrilateral. Okay, this is also one quadrilateral. Okay, so two quadrilaterals are there and one more would be there. Okay, uh, we have taken this one. Okay, we have taken and one more quadrilateral. So 2 plus 15, and there is one more we forgot to take. So 18 would be the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question now. A mirror is placed on the line AB out of the figure. What will be the right image of the question figure? Okay, now let's see this question. So basically you can see this part. Okay, basically you can see this part. You have to take the mirror image, correct? You have to take the mirror image. In this figure, in the right figure, you can see that this is the part. This is the part, correct? That means when you are taking the mirror image, it should be like this. Okay, it should be like this, but we are taking on the right basis, so we have to take the mirror image. So basically it should be like this. It should be like this. So this should be the mirror image. Okay, and for this part it is like this, correct? It is like this, and the mirror image of this would look like this. It should be like this. Okay, so you can see these two figures are present in option A. That is why this is the correct answer for this question. You can see this part. Always understanding the mirror image question, near objects are nearer in the mirror image, farther objects in the reference image are farther in the mirror image as well. So you can see this one is looking like this. This one is looking like this. The mirror image of this would be looking like this, completely inverted. Completely inverted. You can see this one is this part. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. Question number 65. Hydropower, wind turbine, biomass and nuclear energy. Okay, hydropower, wind turbine, biomass and nuclear energy. We have to find the odd one out. We have to find the odd one out. Okay, now understand in this question. So in this hydropower, wind turbine and biomass, all of these are your renewable sources of energy. All of these are renewable sources of energy, but this nuclear energy is non-renewable. This is non-renewable. So that is why option D is the odd one out. Let's see the next question now. Okay, how many triangles are there in this given figure? How many triangles are there in this given figure? Okay, now you can say, just let me take a different color, or let's take this. If I'm considering this triangle, if I'm considering all the triangles within this triangle, just this one. Okay, so I told you just number this, so I can number this 1, 2 and 3. That means total number of triangles in this are 6. Total number of triangles in this are 6. I've covered all these triangles till here. So there are total of 6 triangles. Okay, okay, no problem. Now let's take about the other this triangle. Okay, so I can say that um, I can say that this is your next triangle, this is your next triangle, and also similarly this is your next triangle. So two triangles you have received here, two triangles you have received here. So till now 6 plus 2. After this if you consider, okay, after this is if you consider, you would be getting triangle this one, this one. This is also a triangle, this is also a triangle. So one triangle is this one. Okay, after this you can say this is also another triangle, this one. This one is another triangle. After this, if you say this one is also one triangle. Okay, do we have any other, do we have any other triangle, do we have any other triangle? So we got one here, we got two here, and then okay, this one, this one, and okay, there is one more left, and it is this one. uh, Let me use a different color. It is this one, this right angle triangle. This is also one triangle. So how many? 8, 8 plus 4, 12. So there are total of 12 triangles which are present. Let me think if any other is there. No, no, no other is possible. Okay, let's see question number 67. In the figure given below, the triangle represents balls. Okay, triangle is representing balls, circle represents chairs, and rectangle represents wickets. Which of the following statement is correct? The number of wickets which are only chairs. Wickets only chairs. So what are wickets and what are chairs? What are wickets and what are chairs? So you say wickets is this rectangle and chairs is this circle. That means this is the 10. 10 is the number which are only chairs, like wickets which are only chairs. Because if you see this 8 number, in 8 number balls is also included. In 8 number balls is also included. That is why you can't take this. So that means you need to take the intersection of circle and triangle, but not circle and rectangle, but not a triangle. Total number of balls we are 14 less than the total number of wickets. Now if you want to find the total number of balls, sum everything inside the triangle. So this is 11 plus 8 plus 7 plus 12. So you would be getting 20 and 20 and 18, 20 and 18, 38. And what are the number of wickets? Wickets sum everything inside the rectangle. That is 13 plus 10 plus 8 plus 11. You would be getting 23, 23 and 19, 23 and 19, 42. Okay, so you can see it is 4 less. It is 4 less. So that is why the second one is incorrect, but the first one is correct. Only one is the correct answer for this question. So balls are 11 plus 8 plus 7 plus 12, that is 20, 20 and 11, 20 and 18, 38. In terms of wickets, if I'm talking about wickets, you would be taking 13 plus 10 plus 8 plus 11, 23 plus 19, 42. Okay, so these are 4 less, not 14, not 14 less. So that is why second one is incorrect. Let's see the next question, question number 68. 8 girls are sitting in a row facing south. Okay, so now this time all of them are sitting south. All of them are sitting in the south direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 girls are sitting facing south. P is immediate right of T. So if T is facing south and P would be here, because this is immediate right. and P is fifth right of U. P is fifth right of U. That means if U is sitting here facing south, that means 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means four positions are there between P and U. And here it would be T. It would be T. S is sitting fifth left of T. That means four positions are there between S and T. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means S is present here. S is present here. W is third to the right of S. That means two person are in between W and S. So that means W is placed here. Two girls between Q and V, and V is an immediate neighbor of P. So V would be placed here. If V is placed here, so I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all the positions are fulfilled. So let's place on the diagram V, P, T. Then I'm having W, then U, and this S. Now, 2% between V and Q, that means Q is placed here. And that means what would be placed here? Only one person is remaining, R. R would be placed here. Now, which pair of girls sit at the extreme end? You can see V and S. V and S sit at the extreme end. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. In the following figure series, select the figure which can be placed at the sign of the question mark uh, from the given alternatives. Okay, so this is question of figure series. So in this, understand what is happening currently. Okay, so you can see in this figure you can see this diagram. Okay, from this figure to this figure you can see that this symbol has changed and it is replaced by this upward arrow. So this downward arrow is changed by upward arrow, and other than this all the things are same, all the other things are same. Now from this to this, you can see that this and this symbol remains same. But now the second symbol is replaced. Now the second symbol is replaced. Other than that, all the things are same. In the third one, you can see that these two are same and these two are same. That means the third one is replaced. So it is being replaced in order. So in the first diagram, from first to second, first one was replaced. From second to third, second one was replaced. From third to fourth, third one was replaced. That means from this to this fourth one would be replaced. This one would be replaced. So it would be like this. Here you would be getting something new, and this circle would be same. So you can see this. Eliminate this option. Okay, eliminate this option. Only option C and option D you would be getting. You can't get this option. Okay, so basically you need okay, so you need, this would be changed. So option C is also eliminated. Option D would be the correct answer because you need to replace this symbol by a new symbol. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's move on to question number 70. Some students are intelligent, some students are intelligent. All intelligent are hardworking, all intelligent are hardworking. So some students are hardworking, yes, because this is the common area of overlap between students and hard work. No students are hardworking, some students are already hardworking, so you can't say that no students are hardworking. So only confusion one will follow, whereas second one will not follow. Okay, let's see question number 71. Pick the odd one out from these classifications. Pick the odd one out from these classifications. Okay, so the first option is salamander, second is new, and the third one is okapi, and the fourth one is frog. So in this the odd one out is okapi. Why? Because all of these are amphibians, but this is a mammal. This is a mammal. Okay, better to skip this question in the examination. If I were in your place, I would have skipped this question because you might not know if you are your biology is not very strong. Okay, so it's very difficult to answer this type of question. Select the option figure that will complete the pattern. So you can see that three dots are given. Three dots are given here also, but three dots are reversed. That means the mirror image is given. That means the mirror image of this would be given here. Option A is the correct answer. Let's see the next one. Okay. Now this is the question of odd one out. So basically we have AS 16 and this is leading to HZ 324. Now second option says PI 18 to RK 400. Okay, let me just correct this. Okay, RK. In the third one I am having you, or just let me erase everything. Better to solve here only. Why to write each and everything again and again. Okay, now AS16. Okay, AS16. Basically if I'm saying that if A is becoming H, that I can say that it is adding 7, and if S is becoming Z, then I can say it is addition of 7. P is becoming R. I can say P is becoming R by subtraction of 2. I is becoming K by subtraction of 2. Not, no. It is becoming by addition of 2. This is also addition. P is becoming R, that is addition of 2. Now U is becoming S. U is 21, S is 19. U is 21, S is 19, that is minus 2. H is becoming F by minus 2. W is becoming D. W is becoming D. Okay. W is becoming D. Mhm. I think there is error in this question. Okay. There is error in this question. Just give me a second. Okay, so in this we are having EW22 actually. EW22. So from E to D I am getting minus 1, and from W to V I am getting minus 1. Okay. So you can see the consistent logic that P is becoming R, 16 is becoming 18, 9 is becoming 11. So addition here you would be getting subtraction, here also you are getting addition. So same number addition, same number subtraction. So in both of these you are having this logic. Now let's deal with number. Now 16 and 324, basically 324 is 18 square. This is also a perfect square, 20, that is 20 square. This is also a square, 22 square. This is a square, 26 square. Understand, 16 plus 2 is 18, that means I can say that this is 16 plus 2 whole square. This is 18 plus 2 whole square. This is 20 plus 2 whole square. Okay, but this is not 22 plus 2 whole square. Why? Because 22 plus 4 is 26. So that is why option D is the odd one out. Option D is the odd one out, just because of the logic of the numbers. Okay, so option D is the odd one out. Okay, let's see the next question. A1, B1, C8, D27, E125, F512. Okay, so we are given with A1, B1, C8, D27, E125, F512. Okay, so basically all these numbers are cubes. So this is 2 cube, this is 3 cube, this is 5 cube, and uh, this is 8 cube. Okay, so all of these numbers are your perfect cubes. All of these numbers are your perfect cubes. So if you see in this question, if you talk about letters, so I'm adding one here, I'm adding one here, I'm adding one here, I'm adding one here, I'm adding one here. So that means the next term would be G. It would start from G. Eliminate this. Now all of these are cubes. That means the next term would be, what would be the next term? Okay, so you can see that 2 cube, 3 cube, 5 cube, and 8 cube. Okay, so this is also 1 cube. Okay, this is also 1 cube. Now what is happening? Understand, you can say that this is also 1 cube. Now 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, 1 plus 2 is equals to 3, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5, 3 plus 5 is equals to 8, then 5 plus 8 would be is equals to 13, that means 13 cube, and 13 cube is 2197. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Option D is the right answer. Did you understand how I did? This was because you can see these two consecutive terms. So if you see that you have to add two terms to get the third term, you have to add two terms to get the third term. So 1 cube plus 1 cube, you will be getting 2. Okay, 1 plus 2, you would be getting 3, then take the cube. 2 plus 3, you would be getting 5, then take the cube. 3 plus 5, you would be getting 8, then take 8 cube. 5 plus 8, you would be getting 13, then take 13 cube. Okay, I hope the logic of this question is clear to all of you. I hope the logic of this question is clear to all of you. Okay, so let's see the next question now. Okay, let's see the next question now. Question number 75. Identify the pair that does not belong to the group. Dog barks, okay. Cat meow, okay. Cow moo, and snake slither. Okay. So we have to find which of the following is odd one out. We have to find which of the following is the odd one out. So these are all the sounds. Barks, mew, and moo is the sound. But I can say that this is not the sound. That is why this is the odd one out. Let's see the next question. Question number 76. How many triangles are there in the given figure? How many triangles are there in the given figure? Okay. Let's see this question. We have solved a lot of counting figure questions. The reason for that is very simple, because in the last few years you can see that very few counting figure questions were asked, but suddenly this year lot of questions have been asked in counting figure. So that's why I have dealt with so many questions. Okay, But in my lectures, if you see that in my lectures, if you see the chapter of counting figure, you would be finding counting quadrilateral, uh, rectangle counting, square counting, triangle counting, and circles counting. Circles counting questions were asked in 2024 examination. So you can see 7 8 questions or more than 7 8 questions, I remember, in some stenographer or some examinations. Okay, so a lot of counting figure have been asked in this year and specifically in CHSL examination. So in CGL, very few diagram based questions were asked. The diagram based, sorry, figure based. But in CHSL examination, there were a lot of figure based questions. Okay, so that is the reason we have kept so many questions of counting figure. Okay, so if you see this question, okay, so how many triangles are there? Let's see. Let's find. So basically, if you talk about this figure, I am saying suppose ABC. Suppose I am talking about ABC. So you can find the three major triangles present here. You can find three major triangles present here. Okay. After this, this diagram slightly like incorrect. This should be like here only. So in this also you can find three triangles present here. Three triangles which are present here. Okay. Three triangles means this one, and this one. So in this you can see three triangles are being covered, and similarly this triangle we have covered. We have covered this much. Okay, we have covered this much. So 3 plus 3 we have covered. Now let's cover the remaining triangles. Now understand. If I'm talking about this triangle, so you would finding three triangles here also. You can find three triangles here also. Okay, so you can add three in this also. You can add three in this. Now after this, what else we can find? Okay, what else we can find? Okay, so so three triangles for this one. If I'm taking about this, and this, okay, with the base of this, okay, so I can say that I would be getting three more triangles. I would be getting three more triangles. Okay, after this, if I take this one, this complete triangle, this is also one triangle which is possible. Okay, and after this, any other triangles which is possible? We have covered this, we have covered this, we have covered the total one. Similarly, we have covered this. Okay, one is left, which I can say this one is left. Okay, this one is left because we have already covered the triangle in this one. Okay, so that means this one is left. So 12, and you would be getting 14 as the answer. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. If all novels are books, if all novels are books, and some books are boring, and some books are boring, which of the following must be true? So some novels are boring. You can see that novel is present here, boring is present here. There is no definite relationship between novels and boring. Okay, all boring things are books, all boring things are books? No, only some boring things are books. We can't say about all the boring things. Some books are novels. This is correct because you can see some books are novels. Some boring things must be novels. This is also incorrect. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to question number 78. Now this is the next question of counting triangles. Okay, now in this okay, so you can see what is the first triangle. I can say that this is the first triangle, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the fourth one, this is the fifth one, this is the sixth one, and then I'm having one more triangle which I can say this one. Okay, so this is the seventh one, this is the seventh one. Any more triangle possible? We can't see, no. So only seven triangles are possible. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Now J is related to M, and in the same way T is related to some letter. In the same way R is related to that same, and B is related to G. So I can say this is 10, this is 13. That means addition of 3. But this is 5. Okay, sorry, this is 2 and this is 7. This is an addition of 5 here. Okay. So might be the case that it would also follow the same logic. That means it is also following 5 and it should follow 3. So if I'm saying that it should be in this case, from this I can say t plus 5, it should give us y, but here r plus 3, so this is not the case, this is definitely not the case. Okay, let's erase this, let's erase this. Okay, because this is definitely not the case. Okay, now what else we can think of here, what else we can think of here? Basically j is becoming m, and this is an addition of 3. Okay, so if I'm saying I am taking an addition of 3 here, then I should be getting w. I should be getting w because I this basically this should be the same now, because if j and m are related in us in a same in a certain way, and in the same way t and w should be related. So in this case you can see these are increased by 5, b is increased by 5. So in the same way r should also be increased by 5. So then you would be getting the answer as w. Okay, in the same way r should be increased by 5 in order to get w. So W is the correct answer for this question. Option B is the right answer. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Some conditional data is provided to you in form of statement. You have to check which of the following statements are logically inferred from the given statement. Now the statement is that all employees who work overtime receive extra pay. So all employees who work overtime receive extra pay. Sarah worked overtime last week. So if Sarah worked overtime last week, then that means Sarah received extra pay last week. This is the correct answer for this question. Let's see this one. 7 6, you are getting 5 5 3 9 30 40 7 10 36. So basically if you see these numbers are, this number is very big number. Okay, so basically there might be a chance that this 30 is formed from these numbers. Okay, so if I add 7 and 5, if I add 7 and 5, I would be getting 12. 12 plus 5, 12 plus 3 is 15, so 15 multiplied by 2 can be 30. Similarly, 11 plus 9 is 20, and 20 multiplied by 2 is 40. So this is the logic. That means 7 plus 5 plus 3. This is multiplied by 2 to get this number. 6 plus 5 plus 9 should be multiplied by 2 in order to get this number. Similarly, x plus 7 plus 10 multiplied by 2 should be equals to 36. Cancel this out, 18. Now you would be getting 7 plus 10, that is 17. X value of x would be 1. Option B is the right answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next question now. Question number 82. Now, Hawk is related to EAS, and in the same way, what is related to Paul? Okay, so let's see this question. Okay, again a biology type question. I would probably skip this question, like when if I'm giving examination, because if you are not having any knowledge now, then you can't really solve this question. Okay, so just a second. So basically, this hawk and EAS. What is EAS? So basically, the younger offspring of hawk is called as EAS. Offspring of hawk is called as EAS. Okay. So, uh, so the correct answer would be Polt. Okay. Again, just for a disclaimer. Okay, just for a disclaimer, even I don't know the answer for this question. Okay, even I don't know the answer for this question. So I'm just telling you that Turkey is the correct answer for this question. I'm just mentioned here so that you can see how which type of questions come in the examination. Okay, so let's see the next one. Basically these biology questions, like I'm very bad in biology. Okay, or like my physics chemistry are okay. My physics is the best one out of all these. My physics, then chemistry, and then at the last it is bio. So always in my school as well I scored very less marks. Okay, basically there are a lot of diagrams and everything, so I was also bad at diagrams. Okay, so because of that, like my biology was never that good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now the next question, we are having SL23. SL23 is becoming RY11. So basically what we are doing in terms of number, we are subtracting 12. Similarly 39 is becoming 27 by subtraction of 12. That means we are having 26. If we are subtracting 12, then we should be getting 14. So CK14 is the correct answer for this question. This is 19, this is 12, this is 18, this is 25. Okay, in the first one we can say that we are subtracting 1, in the second one we are adding 13. Okay, m is 13 and h is 8. So in this case you can see we are subtracting 5. but this is not the consistent logic. This is not the consistent logic. That means there is some other logic. I'm writing here, I'm writing it here. HS. So we just checked S and R and L and Y. What if we are checking S and Y and L and R? So you can say I'm adding 6 here and I'm adding 6 here. So this is much more consistent. From B to H I'm adding 6, from S to S we are adding 6. So similarly EW, if I'm adding 6 here and in W I'm adding 6 here. So E plus 6, that is I would be getting K and here I would be getting C. So CK14 is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next question. Now in the following figure series, select the figure which can be placed at the sign of the question mark. Just let me change the color of the pen. Okay. Now understand, I am having this first row as this. In the second, it has encountered the whole thing. Okay, just let me correct it. Okay. So from the first to the second, I can say all the other things are same. All these things are same, but this is changed. In the second one, second line is changed. All the other things is remain same. In the third line is changed. That means in the next fourth line should be changed. That means this, okay, and this should be constant. These three things should be constant. Okay, so basically if I want, then I would say that this is being changed to a line. So 1 2 3, and this would be changed to a line. Then you would be having two lines ahead of that. So that is why option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question now. So let's see this question. Okay, so harmony is coded as, okay, harmony, and this is coded as K, D, U, P, R, Q, and B. In what way balance would be coded as? Okay, so harmony. This is 8. 8 is becoming K by addition of 3. This is also becoming by addition of 3, 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 and addition of 3. Okay, so all of these you just have to add 3 in the place value of the letters. Okay, so what this balance would become, okay, so this balance would become, we have to add 3 in all of this. So B is 2, 2 plus 3 would become 5, then D, then O. So EDO, eliminate all the options. Your correct answer is EDO, DQFH. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, let's now move on to the next question. A friend borrows money repeatedly and delays repayment, making you uncomfortable. What is appropriate? Publicly shame them? No, this is never the solution, and you must never do it. Okay. Stop talking to them? No, it's not a clear solution to a problem. Set clear terms for future lending and politely ask for the repayment of existing loan. This is correct. Okay. Let's see the next one. Uh, so you have to sorry. Statement. So basically you need to infer from this statement, every house on the maple street has a red roof. Every house on the maple street have a red roof. Okay, so every house on the maple street have a red roof. The house at 123 Oak Street has a blue roof. House at 123 Oak Street has a blue roof. What way can we infer? 123 Oak Street is not on the Maple Street. The house was recently painted. No. Oak Street is different from the Maple Street, and the homeowner likes blue. This is also incorrect. Now only two options are remaining. Only two options are remaining. Understand? All the houses on Maple Street have a red roof. All the houses on the Maple Street have red roof, but the house at 123 Oak Street has a blue roof. That means it is not talking about all the houses. It is saying that on that house, that it is talking about a particular house. Okay, it is talking about a particular house, that house at Oak Street has a blue roof. That house has a blue roof. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is, the correct answer for this question is that 123 Oak Street is not on the Maple Street. This is the correct inference. This is the correct inference because all the roofs on Maple Street have red roof. But if a house at 123 Oak Street is having a blue roof, that means it is not on the Oak Street is not on the Maple Street. Okay. Now I hope this is clear. This you can't logically infer. This might be true. This might be true, but this is not logically inferred. Okay. Let's see the next one. Okay. In the figure given below, the rectangle represent plants. Okay. The triangle represents shirts, and there is some error in this question. Just let me just check this question. Okay. There is some error I feel in this question. I think question is correct. Okay, and this is not plants. This is actually pants. Okay, this is pants actually. Just let me correct it. I thought there were some errors in this question, but yeah, there is one line that is missing. Okay, and this is shoes. So circle is representing shoes. Okay, find the number of items in that area, and the question is how many? How many shoes are pants? How many shoes are pants? So basically, you need to take this area, and the answer would be 17. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. So we have the series TW100, YB150, DG225, and then IL 337.5, and then we have to find the next term. Understand? This and this, I can say that this is becoming approximately 1.5 times, because if I multiply 100 by 1.5, I would be getting 150. Similarly, if I am multiplying 150 by 1.5, then I would be getting 225. Similarly, 1.5. Similarly, I need to multiply this by 1.5. Okay, so how can you solve this? So you can take 337.5 and take the half of 337.5, because if I'm multiplying 337.5 by 1, and then I can multiply this by half. So 337.5 divided by 2, I would be getting 16, and then 8 and 0.25, I think. Okay, 0.25. No, sorry, 0.75. It would be 0.75. This is an easy method of multiplying. Okay. This Wait a second. This is 168.75. Just let me check this once again. 2 and 17 and 30 to 33. Yes. So what would be the case? You would be getting 0.25, 15 and 16, and 9 and 10, 506.25, 506.25. So that means the last term would be 506.25. Option D is the correct answer for this question. But let's check. T is becoming Y, that is addition of 5, addition of 5, addition of 5. That means I plus 5 would give you N. So N is correct. What about the second term? W is becoming B, and I think it is addition of 5. Yeah, so addition of 5, same addition of 5. That means L, if I add 5 in L, I would be getting Q. So NQ 506.5 is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's move on to question number 19. So this is again an inference based question. The store manager noticed the sales of umbrella increased by 300% over the past 3 days, while sales of sunscreen and beach items dropped significantly. What can you reasonably infer? So basically, what is happening? Umbrella sale is increasing. Umbrella sale is increasing, and sunscreen and beach item, the sale has decreased. Umbrella has increased rapidly, so there might be a chance that it can be due to some rainy weather or something. The store is having special promotion on umbrellas, so it might be true, but like high chances ki, like even if you are having promotion, then 300% increase, it's not the case. Okay, there has been unexpected rainy weather. Okay, beach season is ending. Okay, customer prefer umbrella to beach items. No, this is totally incorrect. Now we have two remaining. There has been unexpected rainy weather, so you can see this. Because of the raining weather, sunscreen and beach items are decreasing. Okay, and beach season is ending, you can't infer that. Okay, let's see the next question, number 91. You have BFG, DHI, FJK, and then you have to find the last item. Now B is becoming D and D is becoming F. This is by the addition of 2. That means F, if I'm adding 2 in F, I would be getting H. So it would start from H. Eliminate option D. F is becoming H. Again addition of 2. Again addition of 2. That means J plus 2, you would be getting L. G is becoming I. I is becoming K. K would become M. HLM is the correct answer for this question. Again, letter series question. A, D, G, J, CFIL, EHKN, and then you need to find the last term. A is becoming C, C is becoming E. That means 1, 3, 5. The next term would be 7. That means G. D is becoming F, F is becoming H. Again, addition of 2. That means I would be getting J here. So GJ. Eliminate this. Okay. G is becoming I is becoming K would become M. GJM. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Eliminate this, eliminate this. Very similar to the previous type. Let's see the next question. So you are having a statement, and then you need to find which argument is strong and which argument is weak. So basically, according to the options, you just need to find the strong one. Should there be tax benefits for parents sending kids to government school? Yes, it will improve enrollment. No, it will discriminate against private school students. So this is the question where you need to understand that which argument is in favor. Okay, which argument is strong and which argument is not strong. Okay, so understand this. Okay, so argument one, if you talk about argument one, you can say that it will improve enrollment. Okay, yes, this is correct, because if you are providing tax benefits, so they might more and more parents will try to send their students, their kids to the government school, so it will improve enrollment. No, it will discriminate against private school students. No, this is not the case. This would be weak. Why this is weak? Because understand, if uh, government is providing tax benefit to certain people, so there might be some people that might be receiving, there might be people that might not be receiving. This is not discrimination. Okay, this is not discrimination. Okay, so only one is strong. Let's see the next one. Question number 94. Again, a question of number and letter series. Let's see. PL 34, KG 136, FB 544. Okay, FB 544, AW 2176. Now understand, this 34 is becoming 136 by multiplication of 4. This 136 is becoming 544 by multiplication of 4. Similarly, this is becoming this by multiplication of 4. That means if you multiply this by 4, you would be getting 24, and then 30, that means 0, 8704. So option C is the correct answer for this question, but still we will see all the possible all the letters also. Now P is becoming K. You can say we are subtracting 5. Similarly, K to F we are subtracting 5. Again we are subtracting 5. So when we will be subtracting 5, we would be getting V. Sorry. From L to G we are subtracting 5. From G to B we are subtracting 5. From B to W we are subtracting 5. That means from W, when you will subtract 5, that means 23 minus 5, you would be getting 18. That is R. VR 8704 is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next question now. Okay, which of the following shows a correlation but not causation? Okay, so it shows correlation but not shows causation. People who read more have better vocabulary. Okay, exercising causes weight loss. Sorry, smoking causes cancer. A virus causes flu. So you can see in all of these are your causations. These are your causations, but this is a correlation. This is a correlation. Okay, option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Let's see the next one. Again, this type of question, try this question in homework, comment it. Comment. Okay, so you have to comment. It is compulsory, because I know you are watching this video till here. You are a very, very serious aspirant. I want all of you to comment this answer of these questions. Okay, engineer, doctor, lawyer, similar type of question, commented. Similar type we have discussed. Okay, now let's see. This is the question of figure on analogy. Okay, figure analogy along with the odd one out. Okay, now in this, understand, you can see that you are seeing this type of hexagon, you are seeing this type of hexagon, and this hexagon is symmetrically divided. Similarly, this circle is given and circle is symmetrically divided. This diamond is given and diamond is symmetrically divided by half. So but you can see this is not symmetrically divided. Option C is the odd one out. That means that is the correct answer. That is, it is the correct answer. Okay. Mm, Again, try this question in homework. Why I'm giving you so much homework questions today? Because I have taught you same type of questions. If I've taught you same type of questions, then it's better to solve those type of questions. Like I have solved two questions of this type, correct? I have solved two to three questions of this type in this lecture. If you solve one or two questions, it would help you. But I want comment from all of you guys. Okay, that is how I would know that my efforts have succeeded. Okay, because you can see this is a very very long class, but along with the class I have also taught you the concepts that were required. Okay, most importantly I have taught you concepts. So that's the thing, that's why this video is very very lengthy. Or I could have just taken 50 60 questions and I could have discussed in one go. Okay, in 1.5 hour. But I thought ki it won't help you, it won't help you. Just you also know you would get solutions somewhere, but it's more important that you learn the concepts in the way. Of course solving is important, speed is important, everything is important, but the concept is comes first. Now the mirror image question. Okay, let's see this mirror image question. Okay, now firstly if you see this part would be the mirror image. Okay, we need the mirror image of this. Okay, so that means the mirror image of this would start like, it would look like this, it would look like this. So this is eliminated, this is eliminated. Option B and option C, these two might be correct, these two might be correct. Okay, these two might be correct. Huh. Now after this understand what is the difference in between these two. What is the difference between these two images? They're the same images, are they? Are these the same images? I think these are the same images, and by mistake I have kept them here. Okay, yes, I feel these are the same images, and like both are correct basically. So yeah, it's a small mistake on my part. I should have checked it carefully. So both are correct. Okay, let's see question number 101. Now this is the question of course of action. Student statement: students are found spending too much time on the video games. Course of action: ban mobile games. Course of action 2: encourage students to engage in the outdoor activity. Now ban mobile game, this is an extreme statement, this is incorrect. Encourage students to engage in outdoor activities, this is the correct one. This is the correct one. Only two follows. Let's see the next one. Now carefully examine the reference statement. This is your reference statement. Then identify the single option along the four alternatives A, B, C, D that is an exact and complete replication of the reference statement. Pay exceptionally close attention to each and every character, number, symbol, space, and punctuation mark. So what is the reference? Jaipur dot March dot 20th comma 2026. Now let's see. Let's start eliminating. Option D is totally wrong. Why? Because E is given here. Okay. Now E is given here, that is why this is incorrect. This is also incorrect. No, this is not incorrect. Actually this is the correct answer. Why this is the correct answer? Because you can see a comma present here. You can see a comma present here in both of these. And here also comma is full stop is missing. So comma is present here and full stop is, just a second. Sorry, just a second. Actually I just looked wrong. Okay, this is not correct, understand. We have to see the comma after 20th. So we have comma after 20th here, we have a comma after 20th here, but here it is a full stop. Eliminate option C. Now you can see after March there is a full stop, but here there is no full stop. Eliminated. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. If at the rate stands for plus sign, percentage stands for minus sign, question mark stands for multiplication sign, and stands for division sign, find the value of this expression. So 3 percentage 14, that means 3 minus 14 divided by 5 plus 12. So basically 3 minus 14 by 5 plus 12, you can write it in the form of 15 minus 14 divided by 5, 75 minus 5, 14, you would be getting 61. So 61 upon 5, that is option C is the correct answer for this question. So this is the question of embedded figure. You have to find that in this question figure is present, this question figure is present in which of the figures. So embedded figure, this is the question of the chapter embedded figure. So a few days ago only I have completed this topic in approximately one lecture. So I've taught approximately, I think, 40 questions. Okay, approximately 40 questions in my class, and some questions were homework, of course, in them. But yeah, I have covered each and every type, and the reason I'm telling you that I have covered is because I have taught you that embedded figure questions are having two types. Okay, embedded questions figure are having two types, in which this small part is given to you in the question, that is this question, and in the other questions main figure would be given to you in the question, and the small figures would be given to you in the options. So you have to tell which is embedded in which. Okay, so now let's see, understand. Okay, so basically what do you need right now? You need this type of figure. Okay, this type of figure, and this should be there should be this curve. Okay, just a second, let me just draw this again. Basically you need this type of figure. Why to draw it again? You need this type of figure. Okay, now understand, you need this straight line. Okay, then this should be quadrant, and after this line should be lying like this line should be lying like this. That means it is talking about the second quadrant. I hope you know about the quadrant, that this is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. So this should be lying in the second quadrant. Why? Because it looks like this. So that means this should be the part that we must look for, this part. Okay, so after this we should go here, and there should be a line like this. So option A is eliminated. You can see in this part there is no further line like this, eliminated. In option C you can see this type of line, and after this you can see this type of line. So yes, you can see this type of figure which is present here. Okay, option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question. This is a question of folding figures. So basically understand how this is folded. This lower part is folded into the upper part. That means now you have just this much. After this is divided into half, and then this part is folded into this part. So that means when it would be unfolded, you would have to take the mirror image of this part, which would reflect here, after this you have to take the mirror image of complete part, and it would reflect here. Okay, so this basically this is the logic of embedded figure. Okay, this is the logic of embedded figure. Now that means you have to take the mirror image. That means you would be receiving one this type of figure here, one this type of figure here. Okay, so you would be receiving this type of figure here. So that means you can eliminate option D, because you would be here, it is only one, but you need two. After this you can see that when it would be unfolded, that means you would be seeing four figures. That means the four figures in this part, you would be seeing four figures in this part. That would be a mirror image of this part. Okay, so you can eliminate option B, because in totality you need eight, you need how many? Eight figures. Four in this part, four in this part. Now let's check option A and C, because these are the only two that represents closely. Now when you are having this part, because uh, understand, we can also eliminate now. When this would the mirror image of this part would be taken, when mirror image of this part would be taken, the object that is closed in the figure appears closer in the mirror image. That means this part of mirror image would appear here, but the mirror image of this part, this rectangle, would appear here. That means one rectangle here, one rectangle here. You can eliminate option A. Why? Because you need a rectangle like this, that is why option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. This is a question of figure completion. You need to complete that figure. Now how you can complete this figure? Very simple. You have to continue this line, after continuing this line, you would see this type of line. That means you needed this type of line. in the center, in the center. Eliminate option A. Why? Because this is not in center, not in center. Okay, option D is also eliminated because the this line is present here, which should be present on the left side. After this you can see that this triangle is present, this triangle is present. That means you need to complete this triangle which is in the middle part, which is in the middle part, not touching the sides. That means from here you should be needing a line. Okay, so should be needing a line from here, you should be needing a line from here. After this, is there a one more line? Yes, there is one more line which is like this line, and that means this line should be like this, not touching. No, it should not touch the corner, because it is not touching the corner, it is not touching the corner anywhere. So it should lie somewhere here. So that is why option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's move on to question number 108. Only a few youth is young, some young is elder, all elder is older. Only a few. What does only a few means? Only a few means some youth is young and some youth is not young. Some youth is young. Okay, but some youth is not young. Just a second. Just let me draw this in a better manner. Okay. So what does only few means? Some youth are young and some youth are not young. Okay. So this is the circle of youth and this is the circle of young. If some youth are young, if some youth are young, that means this. And if some youth are not young, that means this part. I'm saying this part of youth is not young. This part of youth is not young. Some young is elder, some young is elder, and all elder is older. All elder is older. So this is the complete Venn diagram. Now, why I use this? Because only few have been asked very few times in the SSC examination. But mark my words, like there have been questions like, I think as far as I can remember, 10 to 15 questions like in all the previous year. I'm not sure. Maximum 30 or something, but yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, approximately this number have been asked in as compared to the other questions in the chapter of syllogism. The weightage of only few is very less. But see, which whoever in whoever shift this was asked, this question was asked, if they have not studied only few, then it might have been a waste. So when I am teaching syllogism in my class, so basically I dedicate like 30 minutes approximately to discuss only few and some examples on only few. And okay, and leave previous year aside, but only concept and examples. Okay, so that is why this is the application of only few. Now what is the conclusion? Some youth is not elder, some youth is not elder. Can you tell me whether there is any relation between youth and elder? Can you tell me whether there is any direct relation which is available between youth and elder? There is no direct relation between youth and elder. That is why this conclusion one is incorrect. Some older is young, some older is young. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because all older or all elder is older, and some young is elder. If some young is elder, that means some young is older as well. You can see this part of young is older, or this part of older is young. That is why this is correct. So that is why only conclusion 2 will follow, only conclusion 2 will follow, whereas conclusion 1 will not follow. Let's see the question number 109. Now this is a question of floor based puzzle. Floor based puzzle. Okay, so there are basically 6 persons and living in 6 floors. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, only one person live on each floor. Okay, now B lived just above D. If B is living just above D, that means you can write in this form: B is living just above D. 2% between D and F. 2% between D and F. D lives on one of the floor above F. If D is living on one of the floor above F, so you can say that B is placed here, D is placed here. That means 1, 2, F is placed here. Okay, there might be one other possibility that B is placed here, D is placed here, but F is placed on the first floor. Okay, two possibilities are there. A lived just above C, so only position available for A and C to come together is this, and in this A and C should be present here. C, who does not live on the second floor from the bottom, so you can see C is living on the second floor from bottom. Eliminate this. So this is the correct answer. That means E would be present here. How many persons lived below E? None. So no one lived below E. I hope this question is clear to all of you. So you can see, like, if talking about seating arrangement and puzzle, how many questions we have discussed. We have seen like 8%, 8% circular arrangement. We have seen 8% facing north, 8% facing south. Okay. I have not kept, but yeah, there was one question where 5% were also sitting in a circular arrangement. So we have covered this puzzle based. We will cover one weekday based question. I think it's the next one. No, this one. Acha, 5% I have kept. Okay. There is this one, two rows, parallel two rows, and this is the day one. So I have tried to kept a maximum of seating arrangement and puzzle. So you can see I have covered all, most of the topics which had very good weightage. But in SSC CHSL examination, I have noticed a sort of pattern. I don't know whether it is exactly true or not. But suppose there is a shift. So in that shift, they might have asked two, three questions of figure. But in other shift, there is not a single question of figure. In one shift, there is two to three questions of seating arrangement, puzzle, and order ranking. But in one shift, there might be a no question. So it's like that. Okay. But in like the previous SSC examination, you would have seen balanced type of approach. But here it is not much balance. So it's very very important that you practice each and every type. Okay, so you must study according to the new pattern, and according to the new pattern you can see you have to study each and every topic. Even you can see that questions based on calendar were asked. Calendar was not asked in previous 2 years. Okay, and calendar was suddenly asked in this year's examination. Okay, you can see CHSL examination. That is why this has become much more important. This has become much more important. You need to study this. Okay, I hope this is clear. So let's study question number 110. Price of 5 cups G, H, J, K, and L is compared. No, price of no two cups is same. Price of K is more than L. So I'm using greater than sign to denote that it is more. So K is greater than L because price of K is greater than L. But price of K is less than H and J. Price of K is less than H and J. So I am writing H comma J because I don't know whether H is greater or J is greater. So if I want to write, I can write in the form of H greater than J, greater than K, greater than L. This is the first possibility. In the second possibility, I can write it as J greater than H, greater than K, greater than L. Okay, price of G is highest. If you are comparing 5, that means you need this to happen. You need this to happen. Okay, because G is highest. If price of H is less than J, if price of H is less than J, that means this second condition is true and first one is false, because he has given that if prices of H is less than J. Then price of how many cups is more than H? You can see 2 cups are there whose price is more than H. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question. Question number 111. 5% circular table facing the center. I have taught you how to draw 5% circular table. Okay, and I have also told you ki whenever you are having seating arrangement, and in the circular one, draw this type of, because you can see in like 8% it becomes very easy to track, 6% it becomes very easy to draw circle and write. But whenever the number is odd, like 5, 7, then it becomes very very difficult. And if he has given you opposites, then it becomes slightly difficult. I'm not saying impossible, but slightly difficult. So this is 4 and I'm saying this is 5. Okay, you can take it anywhere. But here you can see that if you are ever given with some information about opposites, so you can easily draw. C is not an immediate neighbor of D or A. So that means C is not sitting with D and C is not sitting with A. B is sitting second to the left of E. B is sitting second to the left of E. So I'm saying that I'm just assuming that E is sitting here. Second left means one position towards the left of E, like one position in between. Now C is not sitting with A and D, okay, and A is sitting second to the left of C. A is sitting second to the left of C. That means only one position is there, and this position is that C should be present here, A should be present here, and D should be present here. You need to find fourth left of B. Fourth left of B means 1, 2, 3. That means C. C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see question number 112. There are 6 flats in 2 rows, each opposite other. Flats in one row are facing north and in one row are facing south. You can draw like this. So this is basically facing south and this is basically facing north. These flats are allotted to A, B, C, D, E, F. Now D and F are diagonally opposite. That means either D would be present here or D or F would be present here. I'm writing using slash because I don't know whether D is facing north or whether D is facing south. Similarly about F. F flat is next to C flat. That means F and C are sitting together. C gets a south facing flat. That means C is sitting here. If C is next to F, that means F is present here and D is present here. Okay. That means F is present here. The direction in which B and E are same, that means B and E are same, that means only two positions are available here only, that means B and E are present here, and B is not next to D, that means B is present here, E is present here, only person remaining is A. Which of the following represents the people having south flat? AF FA. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to next question, question number 113. This is a question of weekday, day based puzzle. So what you have to do, just write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Okay. Now understand, D does not go on Wednesday or Thursday on or Saturday. D not going on Wednesday and Saturday, I have just marked here. A goes on Tuesday, this is fixed. C goes before D, C goes before D and after B. Okay, this is the arrangement that you must remember. Okay, no other instruction are given to you. That means there are there is a possibility that either D could be present here or D could be present here. Why? Because D can't be placed on Monday. Why? Because B and C are already going before D. That means if I am placing B here, C here, I can place B here and C here, and A would be placed here. This is the second case, this is the second case. Okay, I'm just drawing a line so that it does not seem to be confusing to you. Okay. Okay, now in the second case, acha, D and E are not going on Friday, so D is also not going on Friday. This case is eliminated because D and E are not going on Friday. If D and E are not going on Friday, that means E is going on Saturday and F is going on Friday. Now which of the following combination is correct? F Wednesday wrong, incorrect. E Saturday is correct. B Wednesday incorrect. D Monday is incorrect. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. Okay, now we have some figure based question and only two questions are left. Okay, now see, from this position to this position, what we have done, we have rotated this figure by 45 degree. So you can see this part being rotated by 45 degree. Similarly, from here to here, 45 degree, I can say clockwise rotation, 45 degree clockwise rotation. Similarly, 45 degree clockwise rotation. When it will be rotating 45 degree clockwise, that means it would be facing like this. Okay, so you can eliminate B and C. Now this shaded part, this is, I can say, this is placed here, this is placed here, and this would be placed here, and this would be placed here. That means it would be on the left side. That is option D is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the last question, question number 115. You can see you are having four symbols here. You are having four symbols present here, and this has become one symbol only, one different symbol only. Okay, and that is, you can say, eight symbols here. That means I can say number of symbols is being doubled. Similarly, two symbols are present here, double it, you would be getting four symbols. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so this was the last question of our special, very special marathon of SSC CHSL 2025 questions. We have discussed most of the questions, most of the important questions, and most of the must do questions which you must need to do before attempting your CGL 2026 examination. Okay, and I have tried to cover maximum variety, and you, if you notice a pattern, you can see most of the questions are like maximum easy to moderate level. Okay, so you just need to cover all the topics in order to score good marks, and from there it would not be very difficult. Practice sectional mocks or subscribe to SSC Monk only. Okay, I would request all of you to subscribe SSC Monk and comment below how did you like this session, because the thing is key, it helps us, it motivates us, and we would try to bring similar type of videos for you guys in the future. So thank you very much. If you have liked the session, just like the video and just comment it, and it would help us to understand how we are performing. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll meet you in the next class, in the next lecture. Till then, take care, keep studying, keep working hard, and get selected in SSC CGL 2026. Thank you very much.